Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of the Ephemeral Orb, what is likely to be the first part of a very, hopefully not long, but eventful series of episodes. Before we go into our usual stuff, the usual reminder, dear viewers, this episode is posted on my channel, Teeironor. The next episode shall be posted on Skoll Shorties channel, all our links are in the description below. And the episode after that shall be posted on Sir Thompshire's channel, again links in the description, and then back to me, and so on and so forth. Now, before we go into the recap and all of that, I'd like to ask these lovely people to introduce themselves and their characters. I leave up to them which characters, I suppose. And I wrote some dice in the background, and the dice have decided that Zelris should go first. Could you please go ahead?
I'm Zelris, and I play Lyri, who's a Blood Elf, and very, very cool. I also play another Blood Elf, but neither one last episode if you missed it.
That she is, and thank you. Next, according to the dice, would be Sir Thompshire. Could you please go ahead?
Hello, I'm Sir Thompshire, and as always, I'll be playing Benjamin Aaran, the sellsword that maybe sighs a little too much. And last session I had the pleasure of playing a Buhd. That's all I have to say about it.
And he refused to caw. I'm ashamed. Next, according to the dice, would be Skoll. Could you please go ahead?
Yes, hello. I am Skoll, and I am playing the lovable first mate Buhd, who is also a shaman apparently. And the last session I played as a Fel Orc Warlock, whose name escapes me. But yes, I got to fulfill my cool day in fantasies, I guess.
Mr. Grogfelmaw. But yeah, thank you, Skoll. And next would be DoomGoblin.
Yeah, I play Captain Bladebeard, but sometimes I play a Fel Orc lady, Clara.
Yep.
Clara. Yeah,
with
Clara.
With an R.
Yeah. Who's a big orc.
And she single-handedly sunk a ship in episode 4, I think. Yeah, 4.
Yeah. She also chased Buhd, right?
Well, she chased all of you, but mostly Buhd, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But Buhd ran away from her.
I mean, she's like, well, when I originally conceived her, she was at least as tall as Buhd. So, yeah.
Now, is she taller?
I think she isn't. Thompshire, when he did her new render, would be the best man to know her scaling, I guess.
Sorry, what did you ask?
How tall is the big mean Fel Orc lady?
Taller than her mate, I guess. But I don't have a specific number, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. And speaking of which, last time I'm going to do the recap. After recovering from their battle against the Loa Dambala, our heroes decided to travel to Buhd Bay to intercept the coming conflict between Xal'atath and the demons. Of their comrades, the party was joined by the Knight of Sunsurge twins, High Priestess Hakala, Mel and Frost Shadow, and the Orc Tayu. The Troll Priestess also performed a quick ritual on our heroes associated with Akunda and Shango's memory magic, which took effect once the four fell asleep. Through the ritual, they each saw through the eyes of certain individuals among the demons of Buhd Bay. This is what we were talking about before. Lyri and Bersaro saw the viewpoint of Aranessa Flamefan, a bitter Sun Fury veteran. First Mate Buhd saw through Grogfelmaw, Warlock and second in command of the demons. Captain Bladebeard saw through Krara the Butcher, the ferocious Fel Orc who single-handedly destroyed an entire ship, and Benjamin Aaran saw through Kyrilla, the Iroquois slave who hijacked the auction and stole the eponymous Ephemeral orb. The four villains discussed matters with the leader of the Buhd Bay invaders, Garfoon Shadow Weaver of the Bleeding Hollow Orcish clan. I accidentally called it Bone Chewer in the previous episode, and I apologize for that. They were soon interrupted by a familiar group of Furios who informed them of Xolgaga's incoming attack and offered to assist them in exchange for half of Buhd-based treasures. The villains then organized Buhd-based defenses, unwittingly feeding this information to our heroes. Now, before we switch perspectives back to you guys, aka Benjamin, Aaran, Captain Bladebeard, etc., etc., I'd like to sort of wrap up the scene with our villain group, so to say. So to sort of set the scene, you guys have just finished organizing the defenses of Buhd Bay and sending out Imps to carry out orders, etc., etc. And the Furios have just left. What would you say each of your characters is thinking, doing, whatever? Of the four villains again. For reference, the big mean leader guy is sitting back in his chair sort of with an exhausted look. You don't trust these Furios, I take? He asks.
I shake my head.
I know that your kind have had dealings with them before. Do you have anything you can tell us away from their prying eyes?
No.
Of course not. Do any of you have anything else to say? Anything useful?
Only that I think that our warlocks won't do us much good.
Fortunately, we can agree on that, but we have to work with the tools we are given, my friend. Grok, can you stay for a little bit after everyone else leaves?
Of course.
Well then, he rises up. Anything else, my dear compatriots? Looking at each and every one of you except Grok.
I do not look at him.
Krilla just bows and kind of averting his gaze.
He nods at you. What's Krara's expression and thinking?
I guess she also just nods and leaves.
Is it safe to say that all of you have left except for Grok?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. Skoll above board, if you'd remember, Grok is a close friend of this guy. That's probably the reason why he asked you to remain. Just so it informs your decisions. After everyone else has left, he sort of exhales and turns to you, Grok, and says, "Tell me the truth, old friend. Do you think this vendetta of mine is clouding our true purpose?"
This orb?
Above board, the vendetta is that, well, the original plan was we go and take the orb. He then decided to stay so that he can kill Hekala and Xolgaga. That's what he's referring to.
Okay. Well, this Hekala could prove an annoyance in the future, my friend. It could prove valuable as well, in case she as well has any of the artifacts. Since these trolls typically tend to hold them, she too could perhaps hold treasures. Maybe.
He nods and says, well, only this hurricane would let up, but I imagine we'll solve our problems sooner than I think. Do you think the hurricane and Hekala or the other one are connected somehow?
It wouldn't surprise me if they weren't.
Hmm.
Considering what happened to this town last time a hurricane hit it, I don't think it will be as formidable. Should.
He nods again. I should ask, why did you all insist that I should stay back?
Well, they're after the orb, and I doubt that it will bowl well if they obtain it. This way, at least we can weaken their forces if they ever reach you.
True, but for our future goals, I would prefer that more of our people stay alive, and I could be of help in that regard.
I suppose that's for next time then, if most of our people survive this.
He nods. Skoll sort of like, and this is more sort of directed at Skoll and Buhd. If you'd like, I can give you the option to make a roll to see what Grok knows of their like future goals, if he's interested.
Sure.
Okay, just roll a d20. It'll be a fate roll. Do you know how to do that, by the way? I can do it for you. I can do it for you if you want.
I think I can do it. I
Okay.
think I can do it.
/ roll space d20.
Isn't it 1d20?
The same thing, it's the same thing. Oh, very nice. You're aware that the ephemeral orb that Garfoon has and had is somehow connected to time and space. Even though it is pulsating with fel magic right now, it used to be filled with what you now know to be arcane magic. Garfoon theorizes that, similar to what Gul'dan and Ner'zhul did, the orb can be potentially used to rip open gateways, though it's an unproven theory. And his future plan is, since Outland is dying and his people won't exactly be accepted anywhere, to conquer a new world. Pretty much kind of what Ner'zhul planned, only he'll do it right this time. Make sense?
Okay.
But all of this is theoretical. He hasn't like tried to rip open a portal or a gateway with the orb before. Make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So going back to the scene, Garfoon will like sort of nod at you and say, "Well, in any event, we should be ready. We should be ready for the worst. If need be, you can send an imp to call for me."
Of course, my friend.
He extends a hand towards you.
Good old Felma shakes it.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is, I think, a good point to end the scene with the villains. Now, before we go into like the actual Buhd Bay battle, etc., etc., I also think it would make sense to have a scene with you guys, Buhd, Lyri, Bladebeard, and Benjamin. We'll skip over the part where like you guys explain to each other what you guys saw, like the technical details. But you are free to discuss like the implications for you guys. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of above board. You guys would be sort of thrown by the sharks who are transporting you along with your other companions on a sandbank in the ocean. You can see the coast of Stranglethorn in the distance. Bladebeard, you would know through the spirit of Grohl that You are slightly ahead of Zulgalga at the moment.
So we are somewhere next to Booty Bay.
Close, yeah.
Alright.
If you want, you have the option of either taking the sharks there or swimming yourselves, though that's also filled with its own risks. But yeah, you guys are sort of left on these sandbanks. Is it safe to say that after you guys have woken up, you've like babbled to each other about what you've seen?
Yeah, I think
Sure.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, just to sort of skip over that technical part. So, after you've like finished your telling, the Knight of Twins look very disinterested. The orc is staring with an interested but blank expression. The Blood Elf has no idea what you guys said, and Hekala looks concerned.
I will translate some stuff to the Blood Elf. Basically, I had a dream that I was inside of a big orc woman. That's the
Oh my god.
that's the basics.
Are you sure, Bladebeard, you are aware that if you do that, you will speak Thalassian for like the next hour?
Oh really? That's not
Mhm.
just like one time thing.
No, no.
Then I'll never speak Thalassian again, I guess.
Sure. Then Melwen is as confused as ever. But everyone else hears Bladebeard muttering about being inside an orc woman, I guess.
Wonderful.
So, what's our plan?
Smash?
Kill, says the Knight of Brother.
Very
Smash
good.
and kill?
Makes sense.
Hekala,
Should we wait?
Go ahead, sorry.
Should we maybe wait for Zugalga and wait until our enemies smash and kill each other?
Well, having our
Sounds about
disembark our troops sounds like a good idea first.
Hekala will say it might be best to wait for her arrival first and use the distraction to sneak in. I
Who's
don't
sneaking in then?
Bud is really good at sneaking.
Mm-hmm. I'd prefer to go alone, but if Bladebeard wants to tag along, I don't mind taking him.
Above board, there's two ways to access Booty Bay. Well, kind of free, but the third is risky. There's the land entrance through a tunnel. You can approach by sea, but that is obviously probably the most dangerous one. Well, actually, the most dangerous one would be to try to ask Lyri and Benjamin to like teleport you guys in the nearby hills, which would probably be suicidal.
I mean, I've teleported successfully once, you know.
Yeah, once, but I will make you roll for every time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if anybody wants to take that chance, I don't mind.
The NPCs will obey your decisions. Well, except the Knight of Brothers who just want to like jump in and kill people.
Sweet, where are we in relation to Booty Bay?
Like a mile or two away on a nearby sandbank.
Okay, and if you want to get to the ships, we have to either go by the tunnel or by the sea, right?
Mm-hmm. You are currently unaware where Zulgalga will attack from at this point.
I mean, it has to be by the sea, right? She's on the boat.
She could also dock nearby and attack via land. You're not sure.
Or maybe Xal'atath can make the boat fly and make some void cannons and stuff. Who
Yeah.
knows?
As soon as Benjamin thinks that, he hears, he has a sort of deja vu moment of Archmage Meridia telling him, "No, that's stupid, Benjamin."
Yeah, I just look at the ground.
Yeah,
Or the water, I
the
guess.
dagger, the dagger is really weak. It can like make people kill themselves, and it healed me. But besides that, not much.
Well, I'd say that regardless, those are two very useful things.
I mean,
Yeah,
Just give me a chance and I'll take the dagger from her. It's easy.
Maybe we should use the sharks to swim to the island with the statue and
Then what?
watch
then?
from there. Just look what's going on in Buhd Bay, and when we see the opportunity, we jump into the battle.
By the way, above board, in like a real scale, I assume the statue would be far enough not to be noticed. Like,
I mean, it's a
as
big
in like
statue.
people being there, not the statue itself.
It's the game scale is fairly close to real life, but that does mean that you guys will be able to like hide behind a statue.
Okay.
We also know that there's no demons there. In our dream, we saw where they put their troops.
Well, I guess so.
I'd rather just wait until the ship docks and then infiltrate on that. I don't care what
Yeah.
you guys do, just let me wait for the ship.
We might be spotted by the ship if she comes from the sea. Well, she will come from the sea. Yeah, I think I agree. Waiting may be our best chance.
We wait and then smash?
You can go smash whenever you want, but I want to actually do stuff. I frown at Buhd.
The Night of Twins also look unhappy. But they say nothing. They think you guys are cowards anyway.
I lay down on the floor and put my arms behind my head and just lie there and relax and wait.
You will hear Derfar whispering, the Night of Brother, whispering to his sister, "Should I cut her head off now that she's vulnerable?" And so the sister will say, "No, wait for a better moment."
I'll make a very, very loud snore.
All of you hear the two Night Elves whispering at each other, by the way. They're failing at being subtle.
I inflate like a massive snot balloon that comes out my nose.
Are we gonna have an issue? Bud whispers over to Benjamin and Bladebeard.
Honestly, they're strangely harmless for such violent people.
Above board, they've got decent stats. They're just very unlucky.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The wind will start to like pick up. You will probably notice that it's blowing in the direction of Buhd Bay, and you can sort of make your own jump to your own conclusions. Bladebeard, in the back of your mind, you feel your connection with Frignir growing stronger, indicating closer proximity.
Oh, I say. Oh yeah, Lugalga is getting closer.
My snot bubble explodes and I shoot up. I wipe my eyes and I look at Bladebeard.
Yeah, I can feel that she's getting closer.
Your little robot buddy?
Maybe. Or maybe
Mhm.
I have magical powers.
Yeah, whatever.
Ooh, Bud has those.
Can you tell which direction she's coming from?
You can tell that she is coming from the west-northwest.
She's coming from west-northwest.
Well then, it looks like we have to get moving.
Are we going to wait for her? Maybe once she leaves the ship, then we
We
make
should
contact.
we should get at least close to where the ship might land.
Bladebeard, in your mind you feel Frignir sort of frantically trying to like contact you.
The AOL sound.
Yeah,
is
I
really-
try to contact him as well.
Okay. You will see flashes of image from Frignier's memory because you aren't like communicating through verbal telepathy, but rather through imagery. So, first thing you will see, Frignir will go sort of in chronological order of events. After you guys disappeared off the boat after the big blood oath explosion, you see sort of like through Frignier's eyes a very angry and raging Xal'atath, like throwing lightning in random directions. And one of the things she does in her rage is punch a hole through Frignir. Frignir is currently incapacitated but still alive. Everyone just believes that he's dead when he's actually not.
He's on low power mode.
That's actually good. All right.
Sort of. The next thing you'll see, the next sort of flash, Frignir has like moments of turning off and on randomly because of his damage. The next thing you see is Xal'atath angry, though you can tell that you're like in a different spot on the like map. She's angry again, and she seems to be yelling at something that Frignir cannot see. Like she looks like she's yelling at the sky. Frignir thinks she's crazy. Basically. The next memory you would get from Frignir, you would see Xal'atath talking, funnily enough, with the Archmage. The Archmage is still restrained. She has restraints on her wrists. Xal'atath seems to be like ordering her around. You hear like through Frignir's senses, the Archmage ask, "What's your plan? How do you even plan on breaching Ilalai if you manage to do all this?" And Xal'atath sort of sighs in frustration, and then looks at the orc corpse that she has, the corpse of Garfoon. The next memory you would see, you would remember Bladebeard, that Xal'atath had a fairly large number of prisoners aboard her ship from Golden Skoll. They are now all lined up above deck as the ship is traveling through the storm. The Blood Elves especially seem to be particularly rowdy, the Blood Elf prisoners. You see Xal'atath is like yelling something, but Frignir can't quite understand what she's saying. And then Xal'atath picks up Xal'atath and one by one stabs the prisoners. And immediately after she stabs them, those prisoners rise up again with a purple gleam in their eyes. Eventually, also in this scene, Xal'atath would reach the last of the Blood Oaths, Senfeo, Lyri's brother, though I don't know if Bladebeard knows that particular detail.
Nope.
Frignir doesn't either. Yeah. As Xal'atath is about to stab Senfeo, surprisingly enough, the Archmage sort of pipes up and tries to plead for Senfeo's life. For the moment, Xal'atath seems unimpressed and looks to stab Senfeo again, but then she seems to look at the dagger and she seems to be like talking to it. At least that's what Frignir thinks. And eventually decides against stabbing Senfeo. The next and final memory you would see is Xal'atath untying the Archmage, and you sort of get the impression that they're working together, though that doesn't necessarily make sense in Frignir's mind. And Xal'atath hands Xal'atath over to the Archmage, and sort of the final thing Frignir would see before like turning off again would be Xal'atath winking at him, which Frignir thinks is nonsensical. And this is sort of like the rush of memories you get.
Oh my. Guys, are you here? Oh, I had a vision.
Mm-hmm.
What is here?
I roll my eyes.
I had a vision of what Frignir saw. Basically, Xal'atath killed almost all the prisoners and made them into undead. Right, that was what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And all of them except for Meridia, who joined her and now has the dagger, the evil dagger.
Sorry,
And
what?
yeah, Meridia has the dagger and is working for
She
Zugalda.
killed all the prisoners?
Yeah, except for the Archmage and one Blood Elf, I think. Yeah.
Lyri starts to tremble. She's very, very sad and upset.
So yeah, not good.
Mm-hmm. I leave, I storm off. I go northwest or whatever.
It's a tiny sandbank.
Well, whichever direction that Bladebeard said she was coming from, northwest, west, north, whatever. I head in that direction. I'm done.
Are we leaving?
You see, Lyri, you see Melwyn approaching you. She hasn't understood a word that Bladebeard said, but she sees your look of concern and like sees that you're about to jump off into the sea, basically, and like tries to grab your hand.
You gotta grab it.
Is something the matter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, more than usual, I mean.
Yes. Apparently, according to our friend over there, things have gotten bad.
Bad how? Weren't they already bad?
All the prisoners are dead.
You see a look of a disturbed look across Melwyn. She sighs and says, they knew the risks when they signed up.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear I will avenge them.
You stay back and look after the others.
What do you mean?
Look after the human and the ogre and the dwarf. I'm gonna. I shake my head.
Lady Lyri, if what you say is true, I already failed to protect one Ember Sorrow. I will not fail again. I'm coming with you wherever you're going.
I don't think you're the right candidate to sneak on a ship.
I'll let you know I'm the perfect candidate to sneak on a ship, she says sort of defensively. Above board, she has a sneaky of 4.
Okay. You can look out for me, but you're not going on the ship.
What do you mean? What's the plan anyway? What are we doing?
I'm gonna blow this. Never mind. I shake my head.
Is it safe to assume that this conversation took place in Fallacian?
Yeah, sure.
Well, actually, she would only understand Fallacian. So
Yeah, obviously. So.
yeah.
Also, can Bladebeard not understand Thalassian
Nope,
at all?
unless he makes the effort and the sacrifice of having to speak Fallacian for an hour or so.
Oh, so that's something he can turn off, on and off. Right.
So you can use your stunt, the one with about reaching the presence in your mind, or I forget the exact wording,
Yeah.
who will allow you to understand the language at the price that you will only speak that language for like the next hour or so.
Makes sense, makes sense. Alright.
That option is open to you. Hekala will sort of rise up and say, it'd be natural to have hesitations on the eve of battle, but we need to do what we need to do. So, what be our plan?
Can I ask another thing to
Yeah,
you,
of
DM?
course, of course.
Would Bladebeard know about the treasure inside of the statue, the goblin statue? Like,
Yeah, probably.
is that
Yeah, yeah.
is that like is there a possibility that the stone of tides is there?
I mean, Baron Revogaz had a number of vaults hidden throughout Booty Bay. There's obviously the one inside the statue, although once like the cataclysm damaged the statue, the Baron, like the first thing he did was remove like the most important bits from there so that people don't like get the idea of stealing from there. Although you could speculate that he didn't consider the Stone of the Tides to be important. There's also a vault hidden near the auction house, one in his personal quarters, and you suspect there may be one or two more that you're not quite sure of.
All right. Yeah, I'll just tell the group. This stone of the tides that Lugalga is searching for. It could be in the statue. Maybe it's not. Would it? Is it a good thing to look for it? Check if it's there.
Zulgaga cannot be allowed to have that artifact, says Ekala.
It's not a big chance that it's there, but it could be, and it's the only unguarded vault at the time.
She won't have the time to do that.
Do you think she will head there?
I don't know. She doesn't know about the statue and that there's something inside, so probably not.
Mm.
Although, can she see like where we're going, if we are on the rain or something like that?
You hear the voice of Grawl in your mind, Bladebeard, that will say, as long as you're in or next to the sea, I will keep you hidden, my children.
Oh, the big shark just told me that we are hidden as long as we are near the sea, and I don't think we are going anywhere.
I
It's
don't
not
hear that
near the
because
sea.
I'm already swimming away. Bye.
Oh, if you're swimming away, then no one jumps in after you. But above board, you don't see Zulgalga's ship yet. You just know it's getting closer in the distance somewhere.
Awesome.
As you're swimming, no one will yell out, "Where are we going?"
I have no clue. Northwest apparently.
As you say.
Once we get close enough, we should be able to feel the wind.
On your little sandbank, the Knight of Twins will snicker, and the sister will say, "The two stupid elves are going in the wrong direction. Come, brother, to Booty Bay." And the two Knight of Twins will also jump into the water, heading to Booty Bay.
We can use the sharks if we need to.
They're all both out of earshot at this point.
This is the worst team I could possibly imagine. So, I guess we've lost, and I kind of look around. 4. What now?
Hekala sighs as well.
I think we wait for Zugalga, and while we wait, we can maybe check the statue.
Well, where is everyone going?
I don't know.
Well,
I think
ask your-
the night elves are going to fight, and blood
They-
elves are going to.
The Night Elves loudly yelled out that they're swimming to Booty Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, and the blood elves are going to. I don't know.
well, ask your god.
Grawl, where are our elves going?
I cannot read minds, Captain Bladebeard, but I promise to keep them protected as long as they're in the sea.
Alright. They're gonna be fine.
That's hardly reassuring.
I can probably tell my shark god to bring some of the sharks and bring them back. If need be.
If I have to force them, I cannot guarantee that I will be gentle.
Yeah, he just said that he can do it.
Well, if he says so.
Should I? Right now?
All of you will feel the wind start picking up. Again, it's blowing in the direction of Booty Bay.
Well, whatever the decision, we should make it fast.
Alright, let's vote. Oh, 5 of us. 4 of us, 5 of us.
I shall vote as the shaman votes, says Tayu. Heka will say, I will follow your judgment, beloved, to Benjamin.
Can you communicate with them through the sharks?
Can I?
Communicate
Oh, shark god.
Communicate with Lyri and Melwyn.
Yeah.
You hear like a frustrated grunt in response, and Graw will say, as I've mentioned to you before, my powers have been diminished in the past few years.
Yeah, I was just asking. It's alright. Apparently no. As I said, I can bring them back, but I don't know where they're going or what they are talking about.
The wind picks up even more. Melwyn and Lyri, you would probably spot like a dot in the distance that appears to be growing bigger.
There it is.
It's moving very fast. How will we? Melwyn says as she's swimming. How will we get aboard if it's the ship?
We're not getting bored until it docks, whatever.
Then are we heading in the wrong direction?
What?
If it's heading towards the mainland, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So shouldn't we head there? As Lyri pauses to think, what are you guys deciding?
Alright, my vote is we go to the pointless statue of Booty Bay. Because inside of pointless things, there's treasure.
Okay, well, Condor.
Was that what we're voting on?
What thought we were voting on sharks gobbling up people?
No, I think we should vote on what should we do.
I mean,
The wind picks up even more.
well, let's check the statue. We'll trust Lyri's judgment for now.
Do you
Okay.
wish for my children to take you there? You hear Bladebeard.
Yeah,
Bladebeard just said yeah.
so if we jump into the water, sharks will bring us to the island. Or anywhere else. I mean, if you want to go somewhere else, they can bring us there as well.
There is little time, says Hekala.
So we going to statue?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be fun. Also, we might find the artifact that Zugalga is looking for.
Well, I doubt it's there, but doesn't hurt to check it out, I guess.
Sound like plan.
Do you go into the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then all of you will be taken to Janeiro Point. Meanwhile, Lyri and Melwen, Zulgarga's ship, you can now clearly see it as it's sailing at frankly ludicrous speeds and the wind is buffeting you in the face.
Yeah, maybe we should go back to the to where we were before.
You see, if you would look down, sharks in the sort of turbulent water.
Looks like we should leave quick. There's things down there.
My son, well, a shark appears to like try to like jump at you, Lyri, so to say. You see that it's the same kind of shark that brought you to this little sandbank.
I mean, I'm probably not that maneuverable in the water, so it gets me.
Okay, then Melwen shall be got as well. So, the sharks will also take you, Lyri and Melwen, to the little island, statue island.
Oh no! I will not let that happen. I'll try and escape before I get brought to the island.
Then roll me your forceful, I guess. The sharks keep a tight hold of you.
Can I roll again?
Yeah, but as you roll, time will also pass. Okay?
That's fine.
Nope. You see Booty Bay and the island and the statue island like fairly close by.
Am I above water or underwater at this point?
Above, they don't want you to suffocate.
Good. Okay. We're going the.
You can do one more roll before you reach the island. It's
Oh no!
oh right. Nope. Meanwhile, all the other characters have reached the little island, except the Sunset Twins. Lyri and Melwen will reach it a little later. What do you guys do?
Do I know if there's like a entrance, like a door,
That depends.
or do we need to climb to the hall?
That depends. Would Bladebeard, like after the cataclysm happened and like the hidden treasure room was revealed, obviously as I mentioned, Baron Revogas like removed the most important bits very quickly and stationed guards there which are obviously not there anymore. But would Bladebeard have ever like snuck over there himself to like take a look around?
No, I don't think so.
Then, as far as you know, the only entrance is by climbing the statue.
Yeah. Some of us should climb up there. We don't need to all go. I mean, I'm gonna climb up there if anyone wants to join.
I will join
Maybe-
as well, says Sekala. If there's ever even the slightest chance that the Stone of the Tides be there, I need to take it.
Right?
What can throw people up?
It's pretty high, I think.
The orc will turn to you and say, Shaman, I think that will be very noticeable to the enemies on the mainland.
Oh, that good idea. That good point.
And a few moments later, Melwyn and Lyri wash up on the shore. Melwyn coughs up a bunch, says something in Thalassian. To those who understand Thalassian, she says, "I'll never get used to that by the Sunwell."
I spit out a big squid.
Oh, tasty snack for later.
So what do you all do? Zulgalga's ship is rapidly approaching.
I get up and I'm very, very upset. I did not want to be here. This is too in close inland for me. Can I look at everybody and see if they're looking at me?
They're pretty much all looking at you as the point of interest.
Wonderful. Well, I mean, I don't see anything in the way I wait for all of them to turn away.
"Are you well, little blood elf?" says the collar.
I'm fine. What's that over there? And I point in the distance.
She turns to look.
Do other people turn to look?
The orc will look if Buhd looks, otherwise no.
Bladebeard will look.
Wow, Buhd is just refusing to look.
He's contemplating the necessary angles to throw someone onto the statue, I guess.
Great, wonderful. Well, I mean, I try my best to just slowly walk away into the water unnoticed by everybody else, including Melwyn. I don't want her following me.
"Where are you going, elf? Do you have a plan?"
I don't see anything in case, just to hope they forget me.
Melwyn, seeing the commotion, tries to follow you.
I poke my finger at the water and I wave it in a no fashion.
She tries to grab your hand.
I smack her hand away.
Give me a forceful. She holds firm.
I poke my head out the water and tell her to let go.
"But why? What's your plan? Let me help you."
No, it's far too risky. Just work with them.
"I'm not going to allow you to take this risk yourself, Lady Lyri."
No, you are letting me take this risk.
"Why? What are you trying
Because
to do?"
I know better.
"Tell me, what's your plan exactly?"
I'm going to get on the ship and I'm going to destroy that dagger.
"What dagger?"
A magical artifact or something.
Okay, and why can't I help you? This is something I've done before.
It's almost suicidal. There's no way you'll survive.
"Oh, I did survive." And she points at her eye. At her missing eye, I should say.
But I don't want you to lose the other one, so...
And I don't want you to lose one either.
Well, I can survive with one eye. You can't survive with 0 eyes, so let me do this by myself.
I told you, Lady Lyri, I am not going to allow another Ember Sorrow to die today. And she lets go of your hand, but starts swimming alongside you.
I tell her to stop.
She stops and sighs. What's your, expression?
Upset. I'm very upset.
Are you truly that certain?
I'm absolutely certain. Just give me this one opportunity.
Melwyn sighs and will say, the blood of fucking thing, and then she swims away.
Mm-hmm.
back to the little island.
I'll be safe if I won't be reckless. I leave. I go underwater now.
Okay. The rest of you, Melwen rejoins you on the little island.
I believe Bladebeard and Hakala will start climbing.
Mm-hmm. Give me, I guess, a forceful check, difficulty 2, and I'll roll for Hakala too. Okay, you both managed to make it. Now I need you to roll me a sneaky check, difficulty 2, to see if you remain unnoticed. And let me find Hakala's stats. You do remain unnoticed. Yeah, you do. Let me find Hakala, and then I will roll for her. Okay. She also remains unnoticed. You reach the sort of vault of the statue. Immediately Hakala goes in and starts searching. You do have a vantage view of Buhd Bay, which confirms that the demons are sort of positioned in the way you position them.
Alright, I'll start searching as well for the stone and also anything else interesting.
Give me a careful. And I'll also roll for Hakala.
2.
You find bits and pieces of jewelry, but as you inspect it further, you realize that all of it is fool's gold. Once this little vault was exposed, it's pretty obvious that Baron Revelgaz removed pretty much everything of value. Hakala also searches and looks increasingly frustrated.
I guess nothing of value here. They took everything.
So it seems, little goblin lover. As you maybe take a few steps back. Again, you're keeping out of view from the fell orcs. You will see the undead ship, it's clearly visible now and approaching at rapid speeds towards Buhd Bay, several hundred meters away.
I'll use my spyglass to look at it. Anything interesting on it?
Well, you do clearly see the ship. Are you looking at anything in particular, or just a general thing? Anything in particular, a particular part of the ship, I should say.
I'll try to see if Meridia is on the ship.
Give me a careful, that'll be a bit more difficult. Difficulty 4. No,
Nope.
But I will say, what you do see is that the ship does show signs of damage. You presume from the big explosion from when you guys left it. And you also see an uncountable number of crewmen and former prisoners, now undead, roaring to fight. And you also see Zul'Gaga very prominently on the ship.
Alright, your sister is coming.
I figured as much. Let's go join the others.
Alright.
What have the others been doing in the meanwhile? This includes Lyri.
I'm just kind of swimming close to where I think the ship might eventually park at.
Well, thing is, it's moving at top speed. Even now, it appears set on ramming into Buhd Bay.
Yeah, I'm just swimming right towards it. I'm not accounting for that, so if it doesn't seem like it's going to stop, I'll dive underwater and try and avoid being hit by it, but I'm being very reckless.
Then give me a careful check. If you fail, you will get hit by it. It will be difficulty 4, I think. You have a 2 from your bonus. Do you like spend fate points, or will you take the damage after I roll it?
Spend fate points to add 2 or to
Or to reroll. If you add 2, you will meet the difficulty.
I'll do that then. I'll spend a single fate point.
What would you be invoking?
I will be invoking Reckless Scoundrel because I'm recklessly putting myself in the line of fire from a big boat.
You very much are. Okay, with that, you narrowly miss the ship as it's heading still at top speed towards Buhd Bay. You dive underwater and it misses you by meters. But you also get like this idea in your mind. This isn't a compel, just like a thought. That this is an opportunity to like grab onto it if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I was planning on pulling myself up from the ship anyway, so I'll grab onto it.
I will need a forceful roll from your difficulty 2.
Oh wow, never mind.
Oh, nice. Very nice. That's a very good roll for you. Yeah, you managed to grab onto it, and because it's a pretty good roll, you don't like... you're not like left underwater struggling to breathe. You manage to get breaths of air, though it is a very difficult ride, all things considered. So, meanwhile, as Bladebeard and Mueh'zala rejoin the group, you see the undead ship heading at top speed towards Buhd Bay, apparently set on like ramming into the city.
Looks like they're gonna ram into the city.
Well, I guess that is a straightforward way to invade it.
Or Buhd
Oh.
Bay.
It seems to be heading specifically at this part, the part I'm pinging on the map.
So, are we waiting for something before we join in?
Well,
Or,
I guess we're waiting for her to make landfall. Or portfall? Whatever.
Hit fall. They're gonna hit it and then they're gonna fall.
Mueh'zala sighs and says, "Well, both of you be handsome, but this not be the time for jokes."
Oh.
The orc, Tai, will say, "The honorable thing would be to join the battle, would it not?"
Well, we gonna join the battle, but thinks just one doesn't know when.
The ship passes by Janeiro Point, like the little island. All of them appear to be like too focused to like spot you. It'll reach Buhd Bay in like a couple of seconds. Well, not seconds, like 30 seconds.
Well, we should get ready to leave anyways.
The orc gets ready pretty much. Mueh'zala leans on her staff. Now, the ship, as I mentioned, will crash into the docks over here. I'm going to do a few rolls. Okay, half of the like fellow heavy infantry and mob are dead from the crash, and they're pushed backwards as it like rams into the dock. And you, well, actually I'm not, yeah, you would probably see this. You would see like spilling out from the ship a large number of, once I put them on screen, basically a large number of crewmen will jump off from the ship and will start attacking people. Above board, initiative has begun once I find the damn things. I know I made fucking tokens for them, and I feel very stupid. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. So, now we shall be in initiative order, and while I put all the tokens on the map, Bladebeard, it is your turn.
Alright. Should we wait until Lugalga starts losing and then we join?
Honestly, I think we should just let whatever troops she wants disembark, and then we get on a ship and see what we can do from there.
Love it. We're gonna do that. Alright.
Well, that's just my idea. I'm open to suggestions.
That sounds cowardly, says Tayu.
Well, I guess it's cowardly as well to take hostages, but well.
Tayu will understand that jab and will glare at you, Benjamin.
No. Let's not fight each other. We gotta save the fight for demons and Zogaga.
Sorry, it's just, well, everything's going on at the same time.
Bladebeard will just do nothing for his turn.
Okay. Let me real quick check my notes to see if I've got all of the tokens I need to get. So there's her, okay. Okay, yep. Okay. Alright, I forgot two things, actually. The undead crewmen, not just the prisoners, and the undead blood elves who are an elite unit, so to say, at this point. And they'll be sort of in the vanguard. But until I find them. Next is Zulgalga's turn, who will shoot a massive lightning bolt at the like fell orc heavy infantry once I find her thing. Okay, I can't believe I forgot to do that. Sorry about that. Okay. And she kills one of them at this point. Okay. Next in the initiative order would be Benjamin.
I guess I'll go ahead and try to create an advantage by trying to, have a look at Zolgalga's ship and trying to see how many troops are coming out, so I'll know what to expect.
Above board, just to simplify some things, because I don't want to like drown this our little screen in advantages. Advantages will only apply to the specific scene you are in. So in this case, I would say the scene you are in would be the island plus the nearby seas.
Okay, then I guess I'll pass it as well.
Okay. Next in the list would be... Well, next on the list would be Kyrilla. Thompshire, would you like to play Kyrilla as well, or would you like to leave that to me? It's entirely up to you. I think it might be fun, but I leave it entirely up to you guys.
I think in a way, you might be better because we might get involved soon enough, so it will be a strange shift. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Don't worry. That is completely fine. he will walk ahead and try to shoot a bolt of fell magic at Zulgaga. And tie, but just for simplicity's sake, I won't create an advantage. Okay. Next on the list would be Zelris. Would you like to play Aranessa as well, or would you stick to just your character? Up to you.
I'll stick to just my character, just because I feel like I might talk to her at one point, and I don't really want to talk to myself for any period of time.
Sure. Okay. Aranessa will try to do the same thing. And also fail miserably. Okay. Next on the list would be, once I find the thing, Cherry, funnily enough. Cherry will... I knew I forgot to do something, and I'm sorry about that. Cherry will attack some of the fell orcs and do nothing. Okay, next on the list would be give me a moment. Melwyn like looks at the rest of you guys and like looks at all of you expectantly, as if, are we going to do something or not?
Benjamin, you can understand her, right?
Barely.
Can you say wait in Thalassian?
I don't know if she, as long as she doesn't think I'm racist like last time, I guess I can try.
I think you would know the word for wait. But I'm going to roll her careful to see if she like takes your warning to heart. I will say she does for now. Okay. Next on the list would be after Melwyn, the little elite undead blood elves. Okay, who will also attack the fell orcs. And injure one of them. Lovely. Okay. Next on the list would be Lyri and Buhd.
So the ship stopped now, right?
Yeah, it's crashed into the docks.
I sneakily try and pull myself above, kind of onto the ship, but like peek over the top and see if I can see the Archmage.
You don't even need to roll because they're all like focused on their objective, so no sneaky is required. You will see that like the entire crew complement, as far as you're aware, has like jumped to the attack. You don't see the Archmage.
I sneakily just try and get up then and I guess get an advantage for being on the ship.
You don't even need to roll. They're all focused and they all seem to have abandoned the ship at this point.
Awesome. I'm sneaking around the ship. That's great.
You don't even need to roll. The ship is empty as far as you can all see.
Okay, oh, cool. So can I go inside like the ship's compartments to see what's in there?
Yeah, you can. Give me a careful check, I suppose.
Wow.
That's a 6, nice.
That's a 6. That's really good.
Okay, you will find actually a fairly large number of provisions. Because of your careful roll, you would eventually make the assumption, if you even cared, honestly, that Zulgaga also fed like the Buhd Bay prisoners that she acquired earlier on with the massive amounts of supplies that she has. Another thing you would notice are charts pointing at a specific point on the map. You're not like a navigator, so you're not really sure where that point is, But
Can I take them with me? Put them in my bag?
you can indeed. Yep. It seems to be leading to somewhere in the middle of the ocean, and it seems like there's nothing there, but there's like lots of like X's and signs of, oh, this is important, this is interesting, etc., etc. You're not sure why.
Mm-hmm. Is there any of that good G stuff?
That what?
G powder?
I don't know what you're referring to. Being
Is there
honest.
any gunpowder?
Oh, gunpowder. Yeah, you would definitely find gunpowder, but again, the ship is more or less abandoned.
Mm-hmm. And there's nobody there, no prisoners, no nothing.
No, nothing.
Okay. Well, I take the gunpowder, and I guess I would start trying to make a little explosion.
Well, I think because you used your turn searching and that will take time. I think that will...
I don't mind doing it next turn. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Then, Buhd, it is your turn.
So we ready to go in?
Maybe not yet.
They are coward shaman, says Tayu.
Maybe, but Bud does think it's smart if we attack when it good time. So Bud gotta get ready by sharpening blades and readying cannonballs into cannon. So I'm gonna take that turn to build an advantage, I guess.
Again, you're free to do that, but as I mentioned, just to like simplify things and not like flood our screen, advantages will only apply to like the scene you are in. So they won't apply to like the mainland, but they will apply to the island, if that matters.
Oh, okay. I can't like build an advantage then.
Not now,
Okay.
not now. Just again to simplify things.
Okay.
Can I mean, not sure if I can ask this out of my turn, but can we see that everyone, or if not everyone, most people have disembarked?
You will see signs of fighting. I found one of the tokens meanwhile. Yeah, you will see signs of fighting and like big sparks of energy taking place where the ship has crashed. I don't think you can tell that people have disembarked.
Would I have to roll for that, or is it just impossible?
You would have to roll, and I think it would take place on your turn.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
Okay. So do you do anything, Buhd, for your turn, or?
No, but Bud's just kind of getting ready to go at this point.
Okay, give me a minute. Okay. Next in the initiative order, Skoll, would you like to play Grok Felma, or would you like me to take control of him?
I can play as him.
Okay. Grok, you will see, kind of like shattering your expectations, that the enemy have crashed into the northern, because the map is sideways, the northern portion of the docks of Buhd Bay. You see like Kyrilla and Aaran are throwing spells at like the leader of the enemy, but you also see that the leader of the enemy is a more powerful spellcaster. What do you do?
He would shout down the it's not like really a hallway, but like the deck or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the other fell orcs and fell guards, and he would shout at them, Get to fighting! Get down there quickly!
The fell orc mob need no encouragement, and on their turn they will advance, as will the other fell orcs and the fell guard. But again, this will take place on their turn.
Yeah, he I don't really think he's going to move from his position.
Okay.
I think he's going to remain there. I think he would just be giving orders to the other lesser
Mm-hmm.
spell orcs and demons to, go help out and, fight Zolgaga's forces.
Yeah. Sure. DoomGoblin, would you like to play Krara, or would you just stick to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She just saw and heard her husband, right? That
Mhm.
Enemies have arrived, and
She
she'll
can
start
even see them.
charging.
She can see them. Okay.
Yeah. She'll start yelling like, "Charge!" And yeah, running toward the battle.
She will reach the battle next turn. Okay. Very well. Next, it's Senfail's turn, funnily enough. And he will, once I find his thing, he will attempt to attack the Fell Orcs. And fail at that. Okay. Next on the list would be the Husk of Garfoon, who will do nothing. And next lord, then Ironbeard. Ironbeard will also attack the Fell Orcs. Up. Ooh, those are some impressive rolls, but a failure anyway. Okay. The Archmage will also attack the Fell Orcs. And wound another one. Tayo's turn. She will look at all of you and say, "Are we going or not?"
No. We are waiting for the opportunity.
Ah,
For an opening.
cowards, the lot of you. Fine. Okay. Next is the Fell Orc Heavy Infantry. The ones next to the enemy will attack the crewmen and kill 2 of them. Okay. The other ones will advance. And yeah, that's all that you have. Okay. Next, the Fell Orc Rogues will do nothing. Fuse do nothing. Next, the crewmen. Okay. They kill one of the heavy infantry, and then the prisoners. Will wound another one. Okay. Hekala on her turn will look at all of you and say, "What exactly are we watching for? What is the opportune moment?"
I guess we'll know when we see one. Maybe all the demon orc troops will move to join the battle, and there's gonna be a part of Buhd that's unguarded.
Weren't we gonna board Zolgaga's ship?
Oh yeah, maybe Zugalga will advance into the city and leave her ship unguarded.
You lot continue to astound me, you know that?
What should we do? Tell us then.
If you're gonna wait for something, then you should know what you'll be waiting for. Alternatively, we could try to sneak into Booty Bay and catch them in the flank.
Maybe we should wait for the dragon. He still didn't show up.
Dragon?
Yeah, doesn't Zugalga have a undead dragon?
She has a dragon? Hekala says with a look of shock.
Haven't we mentioned it before?
No, you have not, beloved. That would have been
I'll
useful to know.
I'll just put my hands in my face.
You know, a lot is going on, and dragon isn't, I don't know, a big deal, although it is.
It's a massive deal, Bladebeard.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Well, speaking of dragons, we should do whatever we want to before it arrives.
I think sneaking in is a good idea, but maybe we sneak in once a lot of people die, and there's less things to fight.
Well, but sneaking in doesn't necessarily involve fighting, so it's
But
already...
it involves not being noticed by living people.
Well, so Gaga's crew is... Never mind.
I don't know. I think that more we wait, better our chances.
Well, the more we wait, the closer the dragon is. Probably.
Then we wait until dragon shows up and dies.
And who has the power to kill a dragon?
I don't know. Orcs, warlocks, demons.
Hekala has been facepalming throughout all of this, and I suppose we'll pass her turn at this point. Next is the Infernos, who will come crashing down onto the ship. Lyri, you are aboard the ship at the moment. Can you roll me a careful check to see if you notice the Infernos coming?
Oh no.
Okay. Then give me a quick roll to see if you manage to avoid the impact. Okay, you do.
Wow, that's great. Wonderful.
Narrowly. But as the Infernal well, there's 5 Infernos. 3 of them will move to like engage the enemy, and 2 of them stare directly at you.
Are they like big infernos?
Oh yeah.
Well then I will do the smart thing to do and just not intend to engage them.
Yeah. We will see what you do.
I mean the ship's already sinking. I was gonna blow it up, but now there's holes in it from infernals. It's already it's already doomed.
It's the Legion cinematic, only scaled down, pretty much. Okay.
Kind of ruined my plans, but you know, the ship's sinking. Can't do anything about it. Might as well go.
Yeah. Next are the Fell Guards, who will... This group will move into engage. And not too much. The other group will advance forward, as per Grok's orders. Okay. Next are the Warlocks, who are like in their little hovel and they're looking like concerned. Grok, you will see like them peeking out from the auction house looking concerned and not sure what to do.
Stay where you are. If I need you, I'll call for you.
They quickly slink back inside, fearful of you. Okay. Next are the Fell Orc mob. This should be lovely. 2. And they wound one of the... Well, no, actually they killed one of the crewmen. Okay. The other group, advanced forward. Well, actually, they will be like sort of over here. The guys at the entrance don't know what's going on, so they won't. Okay. Next, the Imps. Grok, you will see like groups of Imps like nearby. Not sure if the order to move forward also applies to them or not. Specifically these groups.
Get moving, yes. Move.
They make im noises and move as per your orders. Okay. Let me... Yeah, okay. And there's one group that's already pretty much in range. This is becoming a cluster F. and they don't do much. Okay. Next on the list, let me check. Bladebeard, it's your turn. Top of the round.
Right. Can I see that basically this part is starting to become emptier and emptier?
Yeah, I think you would be able to see like the Felorks and the demons rushing forward, yeah.
So if we wanna sneak in, I think that part would be a good idea. There's less and less soldiers there.
So are we gonna go?
I don't know. I would still rather wait and let bad guys kill each other. But if you guys wanna go, we can.
And what's your plan if you go there?
I have no idea.
You guys are the greatest heroes in all of TTRPGs. What can I say?
I mean, Bud wants to go, but
Yeah, no. I'm not judging you. I'm just being amused at your hesitation. But again, there are no wrong choices.
So, can we see that the boat is sinking?
You see that Infernos have landed on it, and obviously since it rammed into the docks, it's probably pretty damaged, but don't know if you would see that it's sinking specifically.
I mean, even if Final lands on it, I'm pretty sure the first line of thinking is it's gonna sink.
was
Probably.
that the OG ship that Bud and Bladebeard used to be on? Or is that
No,
a different ship?
different one. No, good question. It's a good question, but it's a different one.
Okay.
Fine. We'll move when we can.
Yeah,
It
we
will be a
could take a nap, eat something.
Bud think that we should
will
go.
skip his turn, basically.
Okay. Sure.
He'll start cleaning his nails.
Zulgaga will attempt to attack the Felguard. And she will, let me check a little thing. How many hits do they? Okay, she will kill one of them. Very nice. There aren't actually that many, so that's actually pretty impressive on her behalf, I should say. Okay. Next on the list would be Benjamin.
I guess we're going then. I kinda kick Bladebeard gently since he's busy cleaning his nails.
Oh, what?
Going.
Why? Already?
Look, it's as much as I don't want to go to
Aye.
whatever's going on there. I honestly don't feel much better just staying here and watching.
Why? I mean, no one. We don't need to save anyone. Everyone is dead, so we just watch until everyone dies.
Well, it wasn't Meridia on boat.
Meridia is evil now, and there's one blood elf. That's it.
Well, she was evil before, and we saved her. So
I mean,
Oh, there's also Frignir on the boat. Keep in mind. And he can't move.
oh, isn't he dead?
He's powered off, not dead. And he has a massive hole in his chest and can't really move.
No,
Honestly,
Would I have seen him on the boat, or what?
You probably would have, yeah.
Oh, what? Okay. Can I attempt to? Okay, next time I'll try and take him with me, I guess.
On your turn, sure.
Let's see what I can do.
Benjamin?
Look, Bladebeard, I know this is just a gut feeling, but I don't think she would pick it up if either one she was forced to, or if she had some sort of plan. Just
Alright, so should we go and help her with her plan that we don't know?
well, at this point, I don't think we're in a good situation to jump into the main battle. But again, getting into Booty Bay could help on the side of perspective and maybe some investigating.
I think we have an alright perspective here, but I don't know, should we vote?
Bud think we should go. We dilly-dally enough.
That sigh was Hekala, by the way.
And last time we waited for things to solve themselves, kind of almost got everyone killed.
Yeah,
When was that?
Bud's back still hurt from that.
Must I remind you of a green explosion not long ago?
Did we wait it then?
Yes, we
Like
were waiting for the enemy to come out, but in the meantime, they built a bomb or whatever.
Yeah, that not fun. Still sting a lot. We should go, like right now.
Sure. I'll tell the Shark Law to bring us to Booty Bay once we jump into the water.
It is Benjamin's turn.
But can we, narratively all move there at the same time?
Sure, if you want. I can say that at the next top of the round, you would all arrive at whatever destination you choose.
Okay, makes sense.
Just, can you ping on the map where you would like to be dropped off?
Guess here, right?
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I was gonna say something. Just ask your Loa to keep the sharks ready at all times. We may need to jump into the water if something goes wrong.
Alright. Can do.
Very well. Next, Grok, you will see Garfoon come out of the building, and you say, Grok, do you feel that?
You what?
There's something familiar. Feels like me.
You don't mean your,
Do you think
self?
Do you think the trolls could have foul creatures?
Where did you leave it last?
I died here, Grok. What do you think? Where do you think I left it?
Simply asking you where it was last time. Ugh.
They have a plan. Something. They'll probably be coming for me, specifically.
That's all the more reason why you should stay over here.
If you say so, old friend, I'll trust your judgment. He'll move back. Okay. Thompshire, once again, would you like to play Kyrilla or should I?
Go ahead.
Okay. Then he will once again try to throw a fell bolt at at Zogaga. Once I find his thing. Where did I bloody put it? Okay, there it is. And he actually slightly singes Zogaga. Surprisingly enough. Zolgalga now has now is entirely focused on him, funnily enough. Okay, next on the list on the initiative would be Zelris. Would you like to play Aranessa or not?
I would just say that she tries to back up the Arakoa friend and attack Zolgalga again.
Okay, that makes sense to me as well. But she fails, unfortunately. Okay. Next on the list would be Cherry, who will slash at the Felorc heavy infantry. And I rolled the wrong thing. It was +3. I'll take the +3 to save time, which means another Felorc heavy infantryman dies. They're rapidly thinning out, it seems. Okay. Next on the list, Melwen will look at all of you impatiently because she has no idea what you guys are talking about. Do you in any way make it clear to her that you're going to be also joining the battle, or?
I guess I'll
Bud?
try to, again, using my
Yeah.
limited Thalassian skills, trying to explain that we'll be going in a moment.
Give me your clever then, difficulty 202, I think. Okay, you managed to get the point across, and she will join you guys at the top of the round. Okay. The undead blood elves will also actually attack the fell guards. And wound one. No, actually they would take down another one. Yeah, that's the correct thing. Okay. Lyri and Buhd, it's your turns.
Well, first thing, Lyri just leaves, or at least tries to leave the boat. Get away from the Infernos.
I think you would succeed in doing that. They're still like climbing out of their rubble.
Craters.
But
Yeah.
but they have noticed you.
What does this part of Booty Bay look like again? There's the ducks are on these big sticks coming out of the water, aren't they?
Yeah. And they're connected to a pathway that leads up a hill. Kyrilla and Aranessa are on that pathway.
Okay, well, considering I'm being chased by Infernals, I will take another glance from the ship and see if I can see the Archmage or anything.
Are
But
you trying to look at the battlefield?
I guess, but not really a proper look. Just if she's that close that I don't need to roll anything, then
If you don't roll, all you'll see is that Zolgalga has some spellcasters on her side, and you're free to jump to your own conclusions.
okay. I'll jump to my own conclusions, and I'll also jump into the water, where I am unseen because of shark blessings and safe from fire because I'm underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they won't follow me.
Okay, you do so. Would you like to move anywhere, or are you just underwater?
Can I get an advantage for being,
Sure.
secretly underwater just for this little scene here?
It will be a sneaky difficulty 2 only.
That's easy.
You get a 7, so you get 2 charges. What would you like your advantage to be called? It will only apply to like this general area though.
Call it underwater approach.
Okay. Okay. Give me a moment. Very well, here is your shiny advantage. But it is also your turn. You will be moving along with the rest of the party to the shore, correct?
Yep.
Would you like to also do anything else, say RP wise?
I think he just kind of follows along with everyone else into the waters, and I don't think there's too much difference of what Bud would do.
Okay. Next would be Grok's turn. Skoll, would you like to play Grok again?
Sure.
Would you also have ordered these fell guards to advance, or would you tell them to stay at their post?
I think he'd tell them to stay at their post for the time being, unless things get worse.
Okay.
For his turn, I am mad. If he's a warlock, then I assume he'd probably summon a demon of some kind, or
He
try
can do
to.
that. He can do that. Yep. But
Okay.
I will say I only have tokens for imps, fell guards, and infernos. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, what do you wish to summon? You don't need 2 turns like the other warlocks do. Because you're
Right.
better than them.
I think he would probably summon like a fell stalker
Okay. There is an imaginary...
or an observer, actually.
Okay, there is an observer here. I don't have a token for it, but I will write it down in the initiative order. He will go before Hekala, okay?
Okay.
I'm only writing it down in my little initiative on my notepad because Roll20 is being a little bitch at the moment. Okay, that was your turn. Next on that, Krara, DoomGoblin. Would you like to play Krara?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What does she do?
She'll join the fight.
Okay. I presume you're going to be attacking someone. Would
Yeah.
you like to attack?
Who seems to be the biggest threat from her perspective?
The not big. The troll lady that's shooting lightning at people, but you can't quite reach her.
I guess then Ironbeard. He's the biggest one.
Okay, that makes sense. Would you like to roll for Krara or should I?
You roll. Sure.
Okay. Sure. Give me a moment. Okay. She deals 1 point of damage to Ironbeard. Does she like say anything in RP or?
She just, I don't know. Look, Roseguard.
Makes sense. Sure. Okay. Next in the initiative order, Senfeo will actually throw a fireball at Krara. How do you think Krara would defend herself?
What's her weakest? I believe clever or careful.
She has a 0 in careful, but don't try not to make metagaming decisions, I guess.
Alright, she'll what did he do? He threw a fireball. She'll put her axes in an X
Okay.
to block it.
That's a forceful block, and she succeeds with style. But again, just for simplicity, I won't create an advantage when it's an NPC fight. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Garfoon's Husk will skip his turn, as will the Nexus Lord. Ironbeard will strike back at Krara. Would Krara defend herself also with her weapon?
Yeah, she
Okay.
doesn't change her position from.
And she succeeds. Okay.
Alright.
The Archmage, Krara, you would see as you like scan the crowd for enemies. someone actually kind of familiar. You remember chasing this person at one point, as you see a frostbolt flying towards your face.
Alright.
Would you defend?
Forceful defense, I guess.
Yeah. And she succeeds again. Okay. Tayu will join you guys and going underwater. Okay. The heavy infantrymen, the first ones will fight against the crewmen. And not do much. The other ones will finally advance forward and also try to attack. And also not do much. Okay. The rogues will stay where they are. Furious as well. Okay. Zogaga's crew will fight back. Okay. And not really do much. Also will the prisoners. Hello, Zelris.
What are we doing right now?
NPCs are fighting. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Grok, it's your observer's turn. What would you like him to do? I will just use
I guess-
a Nork rogue token to represent it.
Okay. I guess it looks around.
And sees you and says, "Your bidding, Master Warlock."
Keep an eye out for things.
He bows his head and does so. He will skip his turn. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Hekala will join you guys. The Infernos will jump in and try to attack from the flank. And funnily enough, not really do much. Okay. Next, the Felguard. Also will not do much. And they also will not do much. Okay. The Warlocks will also skip their turn. The mob will attack in 2 groups. Okay. Okay, and they will take out one of the prisoners, and that is about it for now. Okay. Next in the initiative order are the Imps. They will also... Alright, and this group of fell guards. They also move in forward to attack. Let me roll for them. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. They will not do much. The other group... I rolled the wrong thing again. Will actually kill another of the prisoners, okay? And the other group will also not do much. Okay. Next, it's Bladebeard's turn. So, at the top of the round, funnily enough, this, by the way, is a complete coincidence. As you guys emerge over on these docks, again, this is complete coincidence. You will see the Sunsearch twins also coming up on these docks.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did they swim there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I meant them to arrive at the beginning of turn 3 over here. That was the plan. And
boy there.
they look at you stunned. The brothers say, "You won't steal my glory, Bladebeard."
Well, you steal it. What? You stealing things again, Bladebeard? Why?
I'm going to steal all the glory I want.
Oh no.
This is hardly the time, Bladebeard.
Alright, what are we doing? I think that the warlock orc that was my husband in the dream is alone now.
You have a husband?
Yeah, I was a big female orc, and he was my mate. I think.
Oh.
Should we kill him now that he's alone?
But guess so? Oh, he kind of looked like, the guy Buhd was.
Grok, do you think you would have spotted these intruders who are speaking so loudly or not?
I think the observer might.
Okay. Then the observer will inform Grok, but that will happen on Grok's turn. It's still Bladebeard's turn.
Alright, what do you guys think?
Well, I think we should start by climbing this ramp and see what's going on.
Alright, I'll kind of sneakily climb up.
Give me a sneaky roll, please. I will roll. Once I find his thing. Okay. Now Grok also spots you. Grok, what's your reaction to spotting a dwarf come out from below?
Bah! More intruders.
Bladebeard, you definitely hear that.
Oh, hello. We are the enemies of Zugalga, the troll that just attacked you. We want to help. Well, maybe we can make a deal. We help you defeat her, and you leave Booty Bay. That's your thing here, right? Your goal. You need to kill her, and then you'll go away, right?
Kill him.
Okay. Grok is clearly hostile, Bladebeard.
Alright.
But above board, Skoll, I would have let you choose the other thing, by the way.
Oh, I know,
Okay.
but it's more fun to do it this way.
Yeah. Okay.
I also don't think he'd be really like. I don't think he'd be as enthused by Bladebeard's. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Do you do anything else for your turn, Bladebeard?
I'll attack him. I'll attack the demon first, I guess.
Okay.
The observer.
How would you be attacking?
I'll throw a dagger
Give me
into one of his eyes.
a forceful or a quick. What were the stats I gave to this observer? Okay,
I'll take quick,
sure thing.
and I have +2.
So you
Oh,
would
six.
deal 2 damage to it. Grok, you see this guy throw a knife in the observer, who seems quite enraged. Shall I kill him, Master Warlock?
Yes, that's what I told you to do. Kill him.
Gladly. Okay, and he will do so on his turn. But afterwards, it's Zugalga. Zugalga will throw a lightning bolt at Kyrilla. Holy Jesus.
Rip that. Rip.
Let me.
Oh my god, whoa.
Okay, Zugalga got a critical hit. Okay, 8 damage. And Kyrilla will take his level 2 stress and his level 6 consequence at this point.
I guess it's.
We're having roast chicken for dinner.
I was gonna say it's Thanksgiving early.
That's actually the whatchamacallit, the consequence I'll grant Kyrilla. Okay. Sure thing. Okay. Benjamin, it's your turn.
I assume I would have heard Mr. Rock yelling at Bladebeard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'll climb up the ramp and see and just have a look at that rather scary warlock.
This is you can control your token, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
This is kind of like that scene in Return of the King, Lord of the Rings, where Aragorn and the others are on the ship, and the orcs are there to meet them, and they see a guy approach, and they're like, "How we can take him?" And then a few more guys approach, and they're like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Yeah, we don't have an army of ghosts, so.
You never know, I guess. So what do you do on your turn?
I'll make a small fireball and throw it at the rogue.
Observer.
The not rogue, but total observer.
Okay. Sorry, I'm stupid. Yeah, I'll throw it at the observer.
Give me a quick or a forceful. Yeah. Did you hear me? Okay. A tie means you get an advantage. What would you like your advantage to be called?
Ground to wear fireball. I don't know.
Okay. Very well. Okay. Next on the list would be Kyrilla. Again, Benjamin, would you like to play Kyrilla or would you leave it to me?
I mean, since he took kind of a big blow, I guess I'll play him for this turn. I guess he'll be stumbling a bit from having been violently jolted and kind of support himself near like a beam or something like that. And he'll start walking slowly towards deeper in the street.
Like in this direction?
Yeah.
Okay. I will allow that. I think that makes sense for him. Above board, let me know, are you trying to have him like retreat or like strike from the shadows? Up to you.
I guess he's just trying to go back and see how things evolve, and then he'll make the decision, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Then I'll put him a bit further back so he'll be at a sort of vantage point. Okay. Clicked on a thing. Okay. Next on the list would be Durena, the Night Elf sister, who will charge ahead. Ignoring the observer, will charge straight at Grok. How would Grok defend himself?
I think he tried to create like a shield around himself using spell magic rather.
Okay. He has a careful of 5 and a forceful of 4. I think that sounds either careful or forceful. What do you think?
That sounds careful to me. He's being careful.
Sure. And tie, again, with its between NPCs, I won't like make advantages until we reach like a big final boss fight or whatever. Okay. Zelris, would you like to play Aranessa?
Aranessa will also kind of start to step back, try and cover Kyrilla's, tactical retreat.
Sure.
She's gonna try and, like, I guess, throw something at somebody in the general area, but it probably won't hit Zulgalga.
Okay, I can have her like attack one of Zulgalga's crewmen if you'd like. Okay.
She's just trying to, like, cause distraction so Kyrilla can move back.
Sure. And you take out one of the prisoners that were enslaved by Zulgalga. Okay. Next on the initiative order. What was there? Araness. Okay. Cherry will continue her attack. What was her stat again? Okay. She will attack one of the mob. And not do much. Okay. Next on the list. Melwyn. She joins you guys and sees what's going on and will try to shoot an arrow at the observer. And will miss. Okay. You hear, Benjamin, you would hear a Fallacian curse under her breath. Something about the water making the sinew and the bow not work or whatever. Okay.
Excuses.
The undead blood elves will attack the fellow heavy infantry. And not do much. Okay. But Lyri, it's your turns.
I will poke my head out of the water, or just poke my eyes out of the water, I guess, and see if I can see Miss Archmage.
Now you need a careful check. This will not take your turn, by the way.
So that'd be a 4.
Yeah, you would see her casting spells against the enemy.
How is the formation looking? Is she like in the back, or is she like? Is there anybody behind her?
There are crewmen behind her, yes, but she is further in the back a little bit, as she is a ranged fighter. And because of your role, you would see your brother fighting alongside her.
Ooh, I will be taken aback by that. But, I mean, I've already been told that they were turned into zombies or whatever, so I'm just going to assume the worst, because I assume he's a dead zombie. Okay, so I will... These are crewmates, these are zombies, so I don't really expect them to have the best reflexes. I'm going to try and approach the Archmage and try and yank that weapon from her.
Okay.
I don't mind this going badly. You can just...
No. I'm
give me the meanest rolls possible, come on.
I'm just thinking of like what I would make you roll. Are you trying to be sneaky, or are you trying to be like brute force it? What's your approach?
I mean, I'm trying to be sneaky about it, but it's going to be a hard sell.
Okay, then please roll your sneaky. Your bonuses would apply, but I will roll multiple carefuls against you. Okay.
I'm being overly ambitious because I've been told I have magical powers, magical lower powers.
Sure.
Wait, am I also in stealth because I started underwater? So does that also apply, like my stun?
Actually, it would. So at the moment you have an 8, correct?
That sounds about right.
Okay. First the undead crewmen. Nope. Then the undead prisoners. No. Well, almost. Funnily enough.
Almost. Oh my god, they're really...
I'll spend a fate point to make them notice you.
Well... Okay. Can I use my advantage? Because
Yep.
I won't have any time to do it.
Yep. Okay. By the way, I forgot to mention to you guys, but I only have like... I have, for each scene, I have a set number of fate points. So for this portion of the docks, a set number, this portion of the docks, a set number, etc. And that number is dictated by the number of players who are there. So Lyri, I just spend my only fate point against you, but I have 3 against Benjamin, Bladebeard, and Buhd. Make sense?
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, if I wanna compel someone from this scene, does that mean that you have to accept? Or?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Sure. Who else needs to roll against you? The Archmage herself needs to, once I find her, yeah? Nope. Okay. And a certain dagger will also roll. Oh yeah, she spots you right away.
Well, can I spend my other advantage?
Sure.
I don't mind burning both of them. I don't really think I have never opportunity to use it, so...
At this point, it would be a tie, and you are trying to make an overcome. If you tie on an overcome, it means you, Lyri, would succeed, but at a cost.
That's fine. I mean, I'm trying to take this evil dagger. There's going to be a disadvantage anyway. I don't mind. Do your worst.
Okay. What would the cost be? Probably like a stray firebolt would hit near you. Can you give me a quick to dodge a stray fireball? Yep, you dodge with ease. So let's roleplay this out. You managed to sneak up on the Archmage unnoticed thanks to the blessings of the Loa and the tapping you did of Dambala, and you grab the dagger, and as you do, you feel the Archmage turns to you first of all and has a shocked expression. Then you feel as if like someone's talking to you from the dagger, which I don't think you have ever encountered an object that talks.
No, I do not even know what an old god is, so I'm just completely unprepared for this.
You hear like a booming voice in your mind say, "What do you think you're doing, fool?"
I don't respond. I kind of try and I kind of freeze up a little bit.
"Return me to the mage now."
I do not trust this. I'm going to try and fulfill my plan. I don't even know if it's going to work or not, but Lyri is determined, and she's going to try and mana tap that sucker.
Okay.
This is gonna go bad.
You're gonna turn
This
into
is
a
gonna-
void elf.
This is gonna go so
No,
bad.
do not turn me into a void elf. That'll be evil.
You're gonna be turned into a void elf now. Good job.
I mean,
She doesn't know. She doesn't know what old god is. She just thinks it's an enchanted dagger that she can just break by draining the magic from. She's gonna.
Yeah, what a way to find out what an old god is.
well,
You should talk to her. Oh my god, this is your fault.
as you mana tap it, you sort of like enter like into a sort of a deeper plane of communication with Xal'atath, and you get flooded with images of strange creatures that appear to be out of horror stories that you've heard in like ancient tomes in your family's library. And you see rows upon rows of meadow-skinned sacrifices, and all of them are being performed by this dagger that you hold in your hand. And through sort of your mind's eye, you see like a vision of a horrific landscape that's filled with all sorts of environmental terrors.
Oh god.
Yeah, aka what kind of like you would see Nyalofa, the kind of like what it looks like in the raid, pretty much. You get the sense that you are tampering with something very ancient and very powerful, but you are able to continue if you so desire.
I think she just does out of I guess out of fear, because she doesn't know what she's doing, and she's already started doing something. She's not going to back out from it because she's really upset, so she's just going to continue.
Thompshire, the render you made earlier might come in handy.
Sorry, you cut off.
The render you made a while back might come in handy.
Oh, scary.
Okay. You feel... Has Lyri ever been in contact with void energies before?
No, never. I don't think so.
Okay. You feel a strange magic that you've never heard or felt before. It feels very, very cold. And you hear lots of sort of voices in your mind suggesting use the dagger to stab the archmage. No, use the dagger to escape and build a better life for yourself. No, use the dagger to defeat the demons. No, use the dagger to become empress of the world. All these voices saying contradictory things in your mind, sort of bombarding you. I need you to make a clever check to see if you can keep control of these voices.
Oh no.
No, they are overwhelming for the moment at least. And again, you feel the surge of magical energy, and and as you look at the dagger in your mind, your hand, you see the eye at it staring at you, sort of with anger, but also interest. You feel like you've garnered the attention of something way above your league.
I'm sweating bullets right now.
You hear among the myriad voices that are urging you to take the dagger and do whatever. Give me a careful check, actually. Okay.
So for
You hear the voice of the archmage say, "Lady Lyri, what are you doing? Lady Lyri!"
can I how aware am I of the situation right now?
What you sort of see is in 1 second you're standing on the docks of Buhd Bay as the chaos rages around you. The next second you're performing a sacrifice in Nyalova with the knife. The next second you're on the throne of Stormwind. Silvermoon this time, sorry. In the next second you are once again there, and the archmage shakes your shoulders. The next second you find yourself in Nyalova again.
So I'm tripping really bad right now. Huh?
Next turn you might be able to break out of this, or at least seize control a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. That was a very interesting turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Buhd, it's also your turn.
Oh, great. Buhd would join his good old buddies.
You can move your token, by the way.
Yeah. He can join his buddies on top over here. And, I guess he would, I guess he would throw one of his swords at, the observer.
Give me a forceful attack. Heavily wounded, the observer finally collapses.
Oh no.
Grok, you are faced with more and more enemies.
Gah!
And speaking of which, it's your turn, Grok.
Reinforcements, quickly!
He'd be, shouting towards not the Felguards themselves, but everyone over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real raid boss.
Yeah, I think the people in the back streets will hear you, and they will also see what's going on.
Yep.
Okay. This isn't your action, by the way. You can still do stuff.
Alright, he'd ready a Fel Blast, I guess, for the twins.
Okay, which one would you be attacking?
Let's go for the sister.
Okay, let me look up. Okay, those are Grok stats. The sister will try to dodge. She's slightly singed. She looks up at you with fury in her eyes, says, "I will kill you for that, demon."
You will fail, and your soul will fuel us.
I don't have a soul.
See about that.
The Knight of Brother will charge at you. How would Grok defend himself? With an
I
axe.
guess he will try to parry with his staff.
Okay, I will roll Grok's forceful. Ooh, okay.
Oh no, my buddy Grok. Oh no.
Okay. I am going to spend one of Grok's fate points to invoke surprisingly calm for a fellow, because this is the first time a berserker has charged at him, so that he only takes 3 damage and so he doesn't have to take a consequence.
Good old Grok.
Okay. Next on the list, on the initiative order, DoomGoblin, would you like to control Clara?
Yeah. Does she notice that the chicken man is running away?
I will roll Crara's careful to see if she notices. She has a
All right.
careful of 0. No, she
Nope.
is bloodlusted.
Alright. She keeps fighting Ironbeard.
Okay.
Forcefully, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah.
Maybe carefully.
Sure. Holy shit, Ironbeard. Okay. Ironbeard got an extremely good roll and Clara got a bad roll. Okay. Next on the initiative order, Senfil, funnily enough. He would notice you, Lyri, and what happened to you. And he would also attempt to shake you out of it, but that will resolve sort of on your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Garfoon's Husk will skip his turn. Okay, it's Ironbeard's turn. He will try to fight back. And Clara will defend herself forcefully, I'm guessing. And she does so with absolute gusto. Okay. Meridia will try to snap you out of it. So she'll skip her turn. Tayu will come up and see what's going on and will try to throw a dagger at Grok. How would Grok defend himself, you think, Skoll?
I think he would try to use magic again.
Okay.
This time trying to like either create a barrier of some kind again.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And he does so successfully. Okay. Next, the Fell Orc Heavy Infantry. Oh boy. Don't do much, but the other group will take out a crew member. Okay. Next on the initiative, the rogues. One group will come to reinforce Grok. Can you guys, the player characters, give me careful rolls to see if you notice these rogues coming up?
Or
Buhd, you would get an inkling that something's coming from this direction, but you're not quite sure.
Wouldn't my stand apply?
Oh yeah, actually it would, so Benjamin would notice. Yeah, and the rogues coming up will attempt to stab Durfar, probably, in the back. Would any of you shout, "Holy Jesus," a warning in the meanwhile?
who's getting stabbed?
The Night of Brother.
I'm sure Buhd would be like, "Look out!"
Okay. Then I will roll this. He has to take 4 damage, which is more than I expected, less than I expected, honestly, sorry. Durfar will take his level 2 stress and his level 2 consequence, okay, which will be called Backstab. Okay. Next, the other rogues. Yeah, I think the Grok, do you think the rogues over here in the auction house would move too, or do you think they would hold position?
Well, that's what he was trying to get to help him.
Okay, then they will also move as well, but they will not reach this turn. Okay. Next on the list. Hero guards won't do anything. Zogaga's crewmen. Actually kill another one of the heavy infantry. So there's only one group left at this point. Funnily enough. Okay. Next on the list, Zogaga's prisoners. Will wound one of the heavy infantrymen. Okay. The observer is dead. Hekala, what can Hekala do in this situation? She's pretty useless without her magic, but she's definitely would not stay out of the fight. So she comes up, sees the situation, and yeah, I think she will attempt to attack the rogue that just backstabbed Durfar. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Okay, and she ties. Okay, next on the list, the Infernos. Lovely bunch. They will attack Zogaga's crewmen. And kill two of the prisoners. Yeah, that's what they will do. Okay. The Fell Guard will... One of them attack the crewmen. One group, I should say, and not too much. The other group attack the crewmen. Also, actually wound one of them. Okay, noted. This group of Fell Guards will come up and will try to attack Durena, the Night Elf sister. All of you see that this Fell Orc clearly has reinforcements. DF plus... what's Durena? Oh, right. And Durena has to take 1 point of damage. And she'll take a level 2 stress because she already took her level 1. Okay. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm still recording, thank God. Okay. Any other Fell Guard? Oh yeah, this group will advance. But they will reach next turn. Okay. The Warlocks. Would you have also asked for the Warlocks, Grok, or?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. They will come up and they will join next turn. Next, the mob, the Fell Orc mob. Okay. They will attack the crewmen. Or the prisoners, I should say. And not too much. The other group will also do the same thing. And actually take one of them out, the one that were wounded. Okay. The Imps, the lovely ones. 3 of them will attack the crewmen. Fail. 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 Okay. Another group would come up here and throw a fireball at Hekala. She would try to dodge, and she succeeds. These imps will also come up. They will join next turn, and the imps that are in the tavern will also join you, Grok.
So much for the warlocks protecting the portal.
I mean, Grok's free to order them back if he wants. This group of imps will throw a firebolt at a Buhd, probably because he's the biggest target. How does Buhd defend himself?
Bud positions his cannon in front of the fireballs.
Please roll me your forceful. And you have to take 1 point of damage.
Oh no.
It's starting off. Okay. And this group of imps probably walk this way, I guess. Kyrilla, you would see several imps like walk up to you and look up at you confused, like, why aren't you fighting? If you want to interact as Kyrilla, it's up to you. Okay.
What'd you say?
Oh, did I cut out? Sorry.
No, I missed what you said. I
No.
just heard Kyrilla.
Oh, yeah, that's Thompshire's alternate character.
Yeah, sure.
What about him? I was thinking about doing a little bit of RP, like, as soon as the time began, so...
Oh, not his turn yet. It's just that a bunch of imps ran up to him and are like wondering and whispering among themselves, why is he walking away from the fight?
Oh, okay. Aranessa would just kind of tell them to move forward and not bother him.
And they will. Okay. Top of the round, it's Bladebeard's turn.
Alright. Bladebeard is kind of a agent of chaos, right?
Sure.
And this is already a chaotic scene, but Bladebeard believes, probably wrongly, that more chaos there is, better for him.
Can I call it before you say it?
Alright.
You're gonna call the Legion again.
I'm gonna call the Legion again. I'm gonna he's gonna put his hand into his bag with the Legion device.
Yep.
And we'll say, "Oi, Legion chieftain. I'm in Buhd Bay right now, and everyone and their mother is here, and maybe you wanna join. You know, your evil demon chieftain is here, and Zugalga also. So, you wanna join us? Feel free to come out."
Bladebeard saying this out loud, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, before I react, can I ask something?
Sure.
Would I have felt like the surge of power relating to Xal'atath?
Give me a careful, but it'll be a very difficult roll because you're distracted and there's a lot of magic in that direction. For 6. No, I think I would have required an 8 because, as I said, there's a lot of magic over there.
Fair enough.
Okay. But above board DoomGoblin, I prepared for this possibility.
Alright. Smart.
You know DoomGoblin too well.
And I was actually kind of hoping you would do that.
Oh no.
And that's all I will say on the matter.
Alright.
Oh no, that Eridarian
Can I do anything else this turn, or?
Oh yeah, of course you can. But to everyone else, you just see Bladebeard babble all of this stuff, and a green glow come from his bag.
Alright.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna move in a bit. And who should I attack? I guess the main one, the warlock. I'll pull out another dagger and throw it at him.
Give me a quick or a forceful. Skoll, how do you think Grok would defend himself?
Quick.
Probably
Let's
keep
do
trying to throw
5.
barriers up.
Okay, then I will roll Grok's forceful. You get a +2, so you deal 1 point of damage to Grok.
Yay! And does he already have like a... No, he doesn't.
No.
Consequence.
He
No,
does
alright.
not.
1 point of damage.
Okay. Next is Xal'atath's turn. She has entered the initiative.
Actually, one more thing,
Go
maybe.
ahead.
Can I compel Ironbeard, since I know his aspects when I control
Yes,
him?
and I'm obligated to accept, but I will like try to talk you down if it's like too
Yeah, yeah.
irrational.
Makes sense.
What are you compelling?
So, one of his aspects is that he's made from poor quality steel.
Mm-hmm.
He's made from shitty material.
Yep.
And he's been on a reign for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he becomes rusty and he completely jams and can't move.
I think that makes sense. And I will take your fate point.
Alright. So he basically becomes a statue.
I accept. Okay.
Great.
Our poor Frigny is at the bottom of the ocean now. It's sad.
Yeah, the ship is sinking.
And I forgot to free him, so... Oof.
Yeah, rape our faithful servant.
I mean, maybe if you, like, put him in a little tub full of rice, he'll get fixed.
He
Yeah.
also, he also has a hole and punched it through him.
Oh, that's fine.
Sure. Also above board, if you guys want to compel anyone, you don't have to do it on your turns. You can do it whenever. It's players that compel, not characters. Okay?
Yeah, I just thought it would be polite to do it on my turn.
Sure. Well, Xal'atath has entered the initiative.
That's weird.
Wonder why. Okay. Yeah, I think she would try to assault your mind. How would you defend yourself?
I guess I'll try and cling on to whatever thread of reality I still have left to hang on to.
That sounds careful or forceful. I leave it up to you.
I'll take careful.
That's a free.
No.
That's a free.
That's a fray. That's still like 4 points of ouch.
How would you take 4 damage?
There's a level 2 consequence, right?
Yep.
I'll take my level 2 consequence and my level 2 stress.
Okay. I'll type level 2 as very dizzy.
Okay.
Okay. Zulgaga on her turn, I don't think she would notice this, but she would notice the big scary fell orc, and would try to attack the big scary fell orc with a massive lightning bolt. DoomGoblin, how do you think Krar would defend herself?
Very carefully. I guess forcefully. She will I don't know, try to hit the magic ball with an axe.
Well, I'll sort of compromise you. Do you think she would be that dumb that she sees a massive, massive lightning bolt, and she thinks, I can block it with metal?
Would
She is
she
pretty
be
dumb.
that dumb?
Well,
Maybe not.
What's like clever?
1. You know what? I'll just roll her clever. And if
Then
it's
again, Captain Bladebeard's clever's 1. I don't think he'd do that.
She got a 3 on her clever, so she will take the smarter approach. What would the smarter approach be?
To or move away quickly.
Probably. Unfortunately, her quick is a 3, so she will take 3 points of damage. Let me see
Yay!
how that is quantified. Her level 3 stress. Yay, kill my character. That's not actually my character.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Okay. Benjamin, it's your turn.
Okay. Can my low is crawl, not crawl. Gronk.
Mm-hmm.
and he's the law of packs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I sense the status of my pack?
Interesting wording. Yeah, I think Gong could, but I will require a careful check. Okay, +1, 4.
Well, that also uses stunt or what?
Don't think so. I don't think it would. I will allow it just because I think it would be interesting if Benjamin notices that something's wrong with Lyri.
Thank you, merciful DM.
But you're not quite sure what without further investigation.
That is fair.
You don't even know where I am.
I mean,
She's somewhere in this or this general direction.
and from what you said, you were very eager to go to the ship, so I guess he would be around there.
That's fair. That makes sense.
You can connect the dots if you'd like.
I'll ask Buhd if he thinks the situation is handled here, or if it can go wrong very fast.
We got a sandwiched. But look at it like that.
Yeah, more and more demons and fellow rogues are coming in.
Thing is, I think Lyri's in trouble, and if you guys can hold the line here, maybe I should go check.
Melwyn will hear Lyri and will ask something in Thalassian, something Lyri, something.
Maybe you should take one-eye elf.
Are you sure you guys will be fine? That's a lot of firepower you're losing.
Well, ship no look so good either. Bud has cannon. It'd be good.
Are you sure, Buhd?
We make out of a lot of bad situations, but Bud thinks we got this.
Just if anything goes wrong, try to, I don't know, have your lower contact mine or something. I don't know.
Okay, Bud will try that, or Bud to signal lightning bolt from sky if things go bad.
Okay, that'll work.
You hear the voice of Gong in your mind, Benjamin, that says, if your friend Buhd is willing, you two may communicate with one another over limited distances.
Alright, then if he's okay with it, I'm down as well.
Only you hear that.
Yeah, I can speak with. I told that to Gong. But did he mean it in a way that he talked to Akunda, or that I should ask about?
You get the sense that as the lower of the pack, Gong allows you to better communicate with your pack members if they are willing.
Well, it seems I can directly communicate with you, Buhd, so I guess we should be fine, but if worst comes, I guess the lightning will work as well.
Okay, they're good.
I kinda grab the Blood Elf's shoulder and again try to explain with my very limited skills that she should come with me to help Lyri.
I don't think you need to roll because I think you can make gesture, like a hand gesture of come with me, and say Lyri, trouble, come with me, something like that, and she would follow.
Sure. Then I guess I'll jump into the water where I asked Bladebeard to have the shards ready earlier.
Okay. And sharks will take you presumably here.
Oh wait, something's wrong with my roll 20.
I can drag your token if you'd like. Are you trying to get over here?
Yeah, my whole screen is moving for some reason, so please do that.
Try. I moved your token. I think try like pressing your middle mouse button. That should maybe help.
Not really.
Okay, I moved your token, so it's okay. Melwyn will follow you on her turn, and yeah. To sort of simplify things, you travel via shark to this location, and you see the general chaos, but you are unable yet to find Lyri. You will have to do that on your next turn. Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. What would Kyrilla do, Thompshire?
Ooh, can I do a little thing as Aranessa? Since
Yeah,
we're
sure,
here?
sure.
Aranessa would tell him to go to the entrance and get in cover.
Blasted witch. She was close to making me roasted.
Take cover in the entrance, and I'll kind of.
As long as there's no pesky imps around.
I'm positive there weren't. I shake my head.
He kinda slowly bows and walks towards the entrance.
Okay. Would he like to do anything for his turn, or is he just like taking cover?
It's probably like tending to his wounds.
Durena, the Night Elf sister, it's her turn at this point, sees the Fell Guards approaching and yells, "Finally a challenge!" and tries to leap Gromash Hellscream style at one of the Fell Guards. That's kind of her thing, apparently. And she actually wounds one of the Fell Guards, funnily enough. Okay. Aranessa, it's your turn.
Oh, Aranessa will go into the entrance tunnel as well,
Okay.
and she will look either way and see if anybody's like looking at her and Kyrilla and observing them.
You notice there's a mob of confused Fellorcs at the entrance.
But is there anybody else looking at us?
No, but you know that you positioned some rogues in the back.
Mm-hmm. So, Aranessa will make a shush motion with her finger, and she will cast a fell spell on the orc peons, the mob.
A what spell?
Just like a big fireball spell, whatever.
Oh, okay.
She's getting the hell out of there. Doesn't like what Zelgar can do. Not one bit.
I think that would be fitting with her character. And I'm going to roll Aranessa sneaky because that's better than her forceful.
Mm-hmm.
And you take one of the mob down, but there's still 19 to go.
Oh my god, this can take a while.
What are you doing?
We're leaving here.
The master will punish us if he finds us.
The master's not going to make it out of this one. Okay, really, you're coming with me.
But
Once we're at Booty Bay, you're free to go.
I have served him for so long. Maybe this will be the moment he'll finally free me.
Then what? We can either take this chance now, or you can gamble on it for the rest of your life.
He'll kind of look a bit agitated, and he's looking around. I don't think he's ever thought about, or at least not recently, in actually fleeing for himself.
Above board, Kyrilla probably thought of escaping like when his master originally died, and in like the early years of his servitude, but somehow whenever he like tries to escape, he's always, by circumstance or however, always like brought back somehow by his master.
You know, the comparison I found for him when we played the other day would totally be like a Starscream Megatron relationship, if you're familiar with that.
That's an interesting comparison. Kind of, except Starscream is a very ambitious guy. Kyrilla.
Yeah. Without that ambitious side, I guess, but like that hatred, servitude thing, and like being abused into submission, essentially, you know.
I will say that your master is the one who taught you your film magics. If that has any influence on your decision.
I don't know. I think for now it's just, wow, this is actually happening, and he's kind of a bit frantic and not saying anything.
Sure. It's not his turn anyway. Okay. Interesting development. I like it. Okay. Cherry on her turn. I think we'll be finishing this turn and then going. We'll save the rest for part 2, I think. We'll see.
Okay.
I think that's good.
Okay. Cherry on her turn. Once I find her thing. We'll attack one of the fell orc heavy infantrymen. And I think one of them was already wounded, so yeah, she takes out one of them. Okay. Melwyn will follow you, Benjamin, and jump into the water. The rest will happen on that turn. The undead blood elves will try to push forward against the fell orcs and not do much. Okay. Buhd and Lyri, it's your turns.
So how am I doing?
You're fucked up.
Yeah, kinda, I can tell.
In addition to like the mental barrage and very weird energy that's coursing through you and overwhelming you, the dagger that's in your hand is also trying to assault your mind at the moment.
I can see the daggers in my hand though, right?
Yeah, in all the scenes, like in all the scenes like that like flash through your memory, the dagger is always in your hand. Yes.
How big is this dagger again?
Pretty big. It's I think Thompshire would know better because he worked with Xal'atath's model.
I honestly resize her to the wielder, which I kind of had canon is happening actually.
Okay, so like in general though, like what length does it usually depend on the wielder?
You see, I think you see like Lyri's model on the screen, like in your little box in the top. You see how she's holding a dagger with her right hand? I think it's kind of like that size. Only it's also it also has like a cross guard that's covering your hand if you're holding it.
Okay.
I think like a rough estimate is like maybe like the whole knife being like the length of your forearm, maybe
The
a
forearm,
little less.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Lyri looks down at it and she opens her mouth and then she shakes her head. She's like, no.
What are you trying? Okay, never mind.
She opens her mouth again and she contemplates, but she says no, it's not a good idea.
It's sharp too.
Yeah, but you know, so is the wand. Oh, what can she do?
Well, first of all, before you decide, roll me another clever to see if you like sort of get your bearings. 3. No, not quite good enough. Not quite, though close. Your vision.
No matter what I do, I'm tripping out really badly.
Yeah, although your vision does start to clear a little bit, and you get the inkling that the reality where you're like on docks in Booty Bay and there's demons everywhere is probably the correct one, though you're not sure.
I mean, all I know is I have this dagger and it's freaking me out, so I want to get rid of it.
True.
But I don't want to give it back because, you know, that this is my only mission. Oh god, this is going to be a really risky thing for me to do. I'm not sure I should even take it. You know what? I'll try and eat it. It's not going to work, but I'll try it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, maybe I can, because Khadgar teleported the wand out of me. Maybe I could reverse engineer that.
my
But
goodness.
but that would end up teleporting it to somebody else, and that's not a good idea.
For someone that
It's
doesn't
safer
want
in
to
my
turn into a
hands.
void elf, you're really trying.
Listen, my character had this one goal to destroy this dagger and get rid of it.
I'm gonna
permanently.
destroy this dagger. I'm gonna do it by eating it.
Well, no, but she doesn't know any other way to make it so they can't take it away because holding it's making her go crazy. She needs to get rid of it, but
And eating's gonna make it better.
she doesn't know that.
Oh my
She's tripping
God.
out. She's having horrible hallucinations. She's stumbling around.
Well,
Okay.
Let me take my goddamn level 6 consequence. Let me eat this dagger.
Oh my
Stuff it
God.
all the way down.
Senfeo and the Archmage will both try to stop you. What would you be doing, like rolling, to overcome them?
Well, I think they're both enemies, and I'm tripping out, so I'm scared. So I'm gonna quickly do it as fast as possible.
Roll me real quick.
This is. Oh wow, that's horrible. Can I use my one fate point to reroll that?
Of course, what are you invoking?
I am going to invoke Reckless Scoundrel because this is very, very reckless.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Oh, never mind. It's even worse. Never mind. This is gonna go horribly then. That's awesome.
Okay. It's okay.
This is the real epic mealtime of the Ephemeral.
You try to do that, but you feel your arm growing like heavy. When you get like flashes of like when you're on the dock, you see Senfeo and the Archmage like struggling to hold your hand down and screaming in your face, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" But immediately,
drilling right now.
immediately,
I'm out of.
it flashes to another reality of like you facing an iron-skinned short person.
Oh no.
in Nyalova, and then another reality where you're facing like an assassin while you're on the throne of Silvermoon, and that's holding your arm. Like it all flashes, but in all reality, something is like grabbing your arm.
Mm-hmm.
It is still your turn.
Oh god. Say grabbing my arm. Can I fall over, please? Thanks.
Sure.
Awesome.
Fall over. Okay.
I'm still holding on to my goddamn dagger though.
Yeah, and as you look at it, it continues to stare furiously at you. But not only that, funnily enough, as you like look at it, and you're obviously also seeing your hand, the shade of your skin looks a bit off.
Oh no. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna continue holding it. I'm in the fetal position. This dagger is right in the middle of me. I'm keeping it nice and hidden. Wait, I can't get in the fetal position. My arm's being held.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. You get the point. I'm holding it very, very close to me, so I can't have it taken.
Okay. Buhd?
Buhd would try his best to fend off the oncoming. My brain might be blanking out here. I thought that they were coming towards us. These
They are.
guys,
They
these
are.
imps. Okay.
Oh no!
So
Oh,
Bud will.
wait. You mean the imps over here?
Yeah, those guys coming over or no?
No, they are engaged with like the big battle.
Okay. So it's
But-
more like these guys up here in the back streets.
Yes, but you are also
Okay.
aware from like your memories of Grok that Grok positioned some rogues over here, and they don't seem to be engaged yet.
Sure, why not? Let's go have Bud take out some rogues.
Okay.
He'll run over with his sword and cannon to go deal with some rogues in the building.
You run into the old Port Authority, which in Booty Bay were like niche, well, not niche, but a bunch of shops in one building, and you see a group of Felorks like readying themselves for battle, and suddenly they are startled by the appearance of an ogre. They clearly did not expect this to happen. Bud has the initiative.
Alright, Bud will swing his good old sword and do a rogue.
Okay, roll me Bud's
Well,
force.
Bud threw his sword at the demon.
Oh, so true.
Doesn't I thought he had his other sword.
He lost his other sword in like the second episode.
Yeah, in episode
Okay.
4, when that did happen.
Isn't the observer dead?
It is.
Okay, so probably before he went in charging, he probably went to grab that. Because that's his only weapon, besides his cannon.
I will allow that.
So he grabs his sword, ripping it out of the observer, runs out into the building, and stabs
wait.
a,
So he had to come near Bladebeard, right?
Yep.
sure.
Then
yeah.
Bladebeard will yell at him. Oi, where are you going? The fight is here, we are fighting the warlock.
Bud taking care of rogues in back so they don't stab us in back.
But Benjamin just left. Don't leave me here alone.
You're not alone, you got Orc Lady, Troll Lady, twins. You got people. But
Now
be
look
back
what-
soon.
Look what the warlock has. Bunch of orcs, bunch of demons.
This is true.
Yeah, and the orc lady is dumb and she's going to follow you wherever you go.
Bud just has really good friends. Okay, but Bud would fight these guys then.
Thank you.
I am not dumb. I respect strength, unlike you, Bladebeard.
But let's all just focus on lots of demons and bad orcs.
As a fireball flies past your head.
Alright, Bud will attack a Felguard instead then.
Okay.
Since Bladebeard convinced Bud to change his approach.
Very well. Roll me Bud's forceful, please.
Oh, no.
Nope. And the Felguard gets an advantage. Solid defense. Okay. Next in the initiative order. Grok. Skoll, what does Grok do?
Grok would, does he have like an AoE or something?
Those would be against the rules, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like boss mechanic. He would continue to barrage his fel at the twins at the moment. Then
Above board of the twins, the brother was just stabbed by some rogues, and the sister Grommash Hill screamed the Felguard. Which one would Grok attack?
again the sister then, because she's the most threatening one, I think.
Okay, then I will roll. First for Grok, then for the sister. Durena takes 2 points of damage, surprisingly enough. Okay, which would be her level 3 stress, because I don't think she would like to take consequences yet. All her stress boxes have been filled. Okay. You singe the Night Elf sister, who glares murder at Grok. Not looking good for the Night Elf twins, I will say. Okay. Durfar will try to attack the rogue who just stabbed him. And he obliterates the rogue, okay? With his axe. And roars out in pain and fury and prepares himself to fight some more. Okay. Bladebeard, would you like to tell me what Krara the Fell Orc would do? Not Bladebeard,
she was
DoomGoblin.
just...
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. She was just attacked by Zugalga, right?
Correct.
Well, I guess there are people between her and Zugalga.
Yes. But she could also throw her weapon, I guess.
Yeah, can she maybe like climb onto something and jump towards Zugalga? Maybe can she climb Ironbeard?
Probably not Ironbeard because he's a bit far away, but she could climb the Inferno, or well, not the Inferno because it's also not far away. She could try going up a cliff. I will roll her quick to see if she is acrobatic enough to do that. Athletic, I should say. She is. Okay, so she has the possibility of like running up the cliff and jumping at a distant target.
Alright, she'll do that on Zugalga.
Okay.
She'll jump at her and attack her with her axes.
Also Grommash Hellscream style.
Yeah.
Okay. And Zugalga pushes her aside with a gust of wind, but Krara lands safely and is ready for another attack.
Right.
It's Senfeo's turn. First off, Senfeo will try to... Lyri, from your vision, as you are like shifting between realities at this point, you will see Senfeo argue with the Archmage, though you can't quite make out what they're saying. And eventually, after some deliberations, Senfeo will teleport you away to safety.
Okay.
In the hills of Buhd Bay, and he is also there with you.
Awesome.
Okay. Benjamin, you get the inkling that Lyri just shifted position somehow.
Oh wow, wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. That one won't do anything.
We still have the dagger there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ironbeard is deactivated. The Archmage, seeing after this, will probably throw a frostbolt at one member of the Fell Orc mob. And she takes out one of them. Okay. Okay. Next on the list would be Tayu. Tayu will follow her shaman into battle. Buhd, Skoll, you attack the Felguard, correct?
This is true.
Then she will also charge at the Felguard. Oh, Jesus. Wow. A critical hit and an almost critical hit. Okay. She wounds a Felguard. You see this awesome clash of titans, pretty much. The heavy infantrymen, the Fell Orcs, will try to attack the crewmen. And they will kill one of them. Next on the list, the rogues, everyone's favorites. This group of rogues will come up on Aaran. how would Aranessa defend herself?
Probably. What even are her stats? Let me have a look. I have them pinned somewhere.
Do you want me to tell them to you?
No, I have them pinned. Okay. She's right near the entrance to Buhd Bay, right?
Yep.
I think she'll try and like, I guess, quickly move into cover to kind of avoid the attacks.
Then
'Cause I know it's a little tunnel.
Sure. I will roll Aranessa's quick in that case. Okay. To defend herself. And she does. Oh. Sorry about that. Okay. Next on the list. Well, no, it's still the rogue's turn. Okay. The other rogues. This group of rogues will attack Derfar again. And Derfar blocks them with ease. The other group of rogues will probably attack you, Buhd. How do you defend against them?
I guess Buhd would try to parry their daggers with his sword and cannon. Then,
Forceful or quick, I leave it up to you.
let's give a look-see.
You have a 4 and forceful, a 3 and quick.
Yeah.
Free damage.
Oof.
How do you take free damage?
I would assume that would be my stress box.
Very well. Will do. Okay. Those were the rogues. Okay. Okay. Zogalga's crewmen will attack the fell orcs again. Do nothing. Zogalga's prisoners will also attack the fell orcs. And they will do nothing. Okay. Hekala will try to bash a rogue with her staff, pretty much, because she can't really do much in this form. And she bashes a rogue hard. I think they were already wounded, so they will die as well. Okay. The Infernos. The Infernos will continue their assault on Zogalga's crew. And they don't do much. Okay. The Fell Guards. One group will attack the crew. I rolled the wrong thing. And not do much. The other group will attack the crew. And also not do much. One group comes up and will attack probably Derfar. And not do much. The other group, there is another group of... Yeah, there is. Okay. You're all crowded up in there. Even though it's not accurate, I'll move you guys a little bit, so just for visibility, okay?
Alright.
The other fell guards will attack you, Buhd. How do you defend yourself?
I guess more parrying.
Give me forceful. Free damage again. How do you take free damage?
Well, I already got a stress box ticked. Level 4 consequence, I guess.
Okay.
I don't think I have much option
Unfortunately,
outside
you
of
don't.
that. I think that's the only option I really have, actually.
Well, you can spend fate points. You can try to mitigate the damage.
True. Yeah. Let's mitigate that bad boy.
Okay.
And I will use former warlord.
Okay. Are you using it to give yourself +2 or to reroll?
All right, let's gamble. I'm gonna reroll.
Reroll, please.
Oh
Of course.
no.
Of course. Of course. I'm terrible at gambling. Never gamble again.
Never play Blood Bowl.
That's why I don't gamble.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you know what Blood Bowl is. Never mind. Well, you have more fate points if you'd like, or you can take free damage.
Yeah, let's use one more fate point. I'm just gonna give a plus to that. Like 4.
What are you invoking?
Let's go with heavy weapons expert since I'm pairing with my cannon.
Oh yeah, makes sense to me. So you're giving yourself +2, correct? So 1 point of damage.
Yeah, let's do that.
How would you take 1 point of damage? Level 2 stress, level 2 consequence.
Yeah, let's go with level 2 level 2 stress.
Very well, will do. Okay, I roll for those guys. Okay, who's next in the initiative? The warlocks. They will finally arrive. They would look to Grok for orders.
Kill them. Kill them all. Especially these damn twins or whatever they are.
Yes, Master Grok. They will they will focus their attacks on the twins. And they will fail to hit Joanna. Okay. Next on the list, the mob. Okay. First, there's the brawl on the docks. And they don't do much there. But there's another group on the docks. That also doesn't do much. And this group at the entrance charges forward at you, Aranessa, after you try to burn them. How does Aranessa defend herself?
Oh, me. What happened?
The mob of fell orcs in the entrance of Buhd Bay charged you.
Oh, can I use my magical knowledge to kind of try and erect some kind of like wall of fire to kind of stop the charge?
Yeah. That sounds careful or forceful. Which one do you think would be?
Probably. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even know what a careful is. So.
4. She has the same stats.
Oh, the same thing. Okay. I guess I'll just do careful because it sounds closer.
Oh, well, I rolled because you don't have Aranessa's.
Oh yeah,
stats
of
in your
course.
map.
Duh. I'm
Yeah,
stupid.
But she succeeds. She succeeds.
Awesome.
That was the mob. Next, the imps. These lovely fuckers. Okay. You told these guys to move forward so they don't notice the commotion. This group will try to throw a firebolt at Zulgaga and probably fail miserably. And they do fail, though not miserably. Okay. 3 groups will attack the crewmen. And they take out one of the crewmen. Okay. Okay. Another group will wound one of the crewmen, and the other group won't do much. Okay, but there are still 2 groups of imps. One of them will probably see you at the back, Bladebeard, and one group of imps will try to throw firebolts at you. How do you defend yourself?
By dodging the fireball.
Give me quick. You do so with style. What would you like your advantage to be called?
Oh no. Something about being fast or quick. Any ideas, guys?
Wait, who's this for? Bladebeard?
Yep.
Yeah.
She dodged
How
the
about
fireball.
impossibly fast? Get it like imp?
Yeah, I love it. do it
Impossibly fast.
impossibly fast. Amazing.
Well done.
Glad you like it.
Another group will throw fireballs at Hekala, who try to dodge out of the way, and do so with style. Okay. The other group of imps will throw fireballs at... probably Buhd. But how would you defend yourself against imp fireballs? I know he said BRB. Did he come? Oh, yeah, I guess he didn't come back. Okay, then they will throw those fireballs at Duran, I guess, who will also dodge with style. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to end at this turn, but we have now entered turn 5 of the combat, and on turn 5, someone else will make their appearance, like everyone expected, probably. Zolgarga's little pet will fly from the west. Again, the map is flipped. The south is the west. So
I hope the Legion brings a warship.
who knows? Okay. And
Great, scary.
yeah, and this is the end of today's session. What did you all think?
Pretty good.
I love it.
I'm ready to welcome a Void Elf into our party.
Quick question though. Because I'm away from the action, you'd think that I'd get my fate points back, and
Well, all of you will get your fate points back next session because they refresh at the end of the sessions.
I mean my stress. But considering the fact I'm holding Xal'atath, does that mean that I won't get my stress back because I'm fighting with it?
Oh, you are definitely not going to get your stress back
That makes sense.
because it's physically trying to kill you.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay, but all you do get your fate points back. Well,
I'm
as
very
do I.
excited for Aranessa and Kyrilla to maybe escape.
I hope they do. I like both their characters.
I mean, they can always use one of those like demonic gateways and just kind of slip past the big mob if necessary. Just takes a while to make, probably.
I'm sort of above board. One thing Kyrilla did during the auction house fight, where everyone else fought him, that made him like a real pain in the ass. He has a sneaky of 6, and in terms of attacks, he can turn himself invisible for like a couple of seconds and appear out of nowhere and strike, which can also be used.
He's probably fine, but poor Aranessa needs to find a way around these mob people.
Probably. Okay.
But I thought it was a pretty fun session.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I managed to keep track of all this crap, honestly.
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't even know if we're winning or not. I feel like we're not. I feel like
I
we're
think
losing
we are.
pretty hard, actually.
I mean, we're barely part of the fight.
I know, and somehow we're doing the worst out of everybody else.
We'll have some allies joining us soon.
Mhm.
The Legion.
Allies.
Allies until they
Warriors.
attack us next and kill us.
Above board, the fight at the docks is sort of even, more or less. Your guys' fight is not going very well because Buhd is very wounded. And so are the Night Elf twins, actually.
And also, a gigantic dragon's also appeared, and it's probably gonna rain havoc.
Well, it's not friendly, but it's also hostile to your enemies, so...
Yeah, we're few people. It'll attack the crowds. I don't know.
I still feel for poor Frignir, who I forgot on the ship, and is probably dead by now.
Oh, you'll recover him when you retake Booty Bay and you get the happily ever after. There will be like a crane picking Frignir back up.
Hey.
Welcome back, Skoll. We're sort of at the end of the episode.
Yeah, but Bud died. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but died, unfortunately.
I had a feeling that we were near the end. I come back and I see a dragon. I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the dragon
he
came back.
ate Bud.
Oh, he ate Bud? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
sorry.
That's such a development.
Yes, I would definitely kill a player character while they're AFK, definitely.
Ah, it's fine. Bud will just burst out of the chest.
I mean, he doesn't have to. It's a skeleton. He just like falls out.
I mean, honestly, yeah, when you think about it, like, you get eaten and it's like, well, there's no, like, thing really holding me in here.
I mean, it's a reanimated black dragon, so the lava will probably melt you.
Alright, got it. Darth Vader, Bud.
Yep.
If he's covered in goop, then maybe it won't know, you know?
Oi, Bud, can you hear me?
Yes, Bladebeard.
I want
That's
that
foul.
scene.
That's genuinely foul.
Where is Shalon? Is he safe?
In your
Is he
anger,
alright?
in your anger, you killed him.
I couldn't have. He was alive. I felt it.
Nice.
No.
We're keeping this in.
Oh, definitely. I'm not fucking cutting this out. I love this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I'm very glad I managed to keep track of all the crap that's going on in the fight. It's progressing a bit slower than I hoped, but that's partly down to luck. But I'll take some measures to sort of speed it up a little bit, because at the moment, for the NPC fight, it's more or less a stalemate, and you guys are not doing very well.
I don't know. I think I'm doing pretty well right now.
Well, was a
Meanwhile,
relative
Lyri's
term.
just tripping out and dying and not having a good time. You're honestly lucky that you teleported me out, because I was totally planning on just turning invisible and just seeing wherever I blink off to, probably in the water.
Oh.
If I'm incapacitated in the water, I just drown. There's no way I survive.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Though the visions you would receive would be trippy as hell.
Yeah, probably be worth it.
If that's how you want to kill Lyri, I mean, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, the reason I made you roll against Senfeo and the Archmage was that if you try to swallow Xal'atath, you would, like, cut your own esophagus open.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't think she's
A sword
gonna
swallower.
be able to. Yeah, and like, I don't think, because Xal'atath is sentient, so like, you eat her and she's just gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna do cartwheels in here. How's that sound?
I mean, she still might try and do it next episode, but it depends how, like,
Oh my god.
in what state she's in.
Wakes up. I'm gonna eat this.
She didn't even pass out. She just was on the floor.
I guess now Bud is the only player who hasn't touched Xal'atath.
Yeah, well, that's how Bud gets his second head, obviously.
You know, I thought it was a pretty good build up. You know, talking about how I'm gonna destroy the dagger, and obviously
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, you're
Oh, no, just trying to mana tap it.
Oh, mana tap it. I thought you were like,
She
good
had
build
no
up.
clue.
That
Because she had no clue that what an old god artifact is or whatever.
Well, I
She just thought it
mean,
was a normal ass magic dagger.
I kind of did warn you it was a talking dagger.
Yeah, I know, but you know, she doesn't know how these things work.
does now, or she's going to learn. What happened to Lyri? Oh, she tried to eat it. Okay.
Oh,
At least it means that she can go back and she can
I
hang out in Aaran normally.
If I played a more competent character, like Ban or something, Ban would like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I mean,
Stop.
you were the ones who let her swim in and go in alone. You know,
No
I
one tried to
I
stop
think she
you.
did. Oh yeah, I know, but she's not a player character.
yeah. Her fatal curse.
I don't really
I
think
think
Buhd would stop her.
I did pretty well, all things considered. The fact that I was alone and approaching a group of enemies who would definitely.
No, you did good in that department. It's just soloing Xal'atath. That was a thing.
It's a great development. I'm gonna hang on for it as long as I can.
Oh boy. I need to do some thinking because like just killing Lyri would be kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
Void elf.
I mean, at a certain point, she'd have to let go.
Well, I mean,
But she'd probably be like
Xal'atath likes to
horribly
possess
changed
dead
forever
elves.
because of it.
I mean, just
Lyri
saying.
becomes the first void elf in WoW history.
No, do not do that.
I mean, your skin color has already started changing.
Mm-hmm.
Good job,
Yeah.
Lyri.
Yeah.
Both of her hands are corrupted now.
She's
One
just gonna
with
be like,
void, one with unknown.
imagine the lore
Wait a
reason
minute. Wait a
why-
minute. Isn't there like a fucking boss in Hellfire Citadel that like whole point of it is you can't mix spell and void or else you explode?
Yeah, but he's like a void revenant, not like a living creature.
Well, yeah, I know, but
I was just imagining that Lyri is the sole reason why Lorthamar sweats at the idea of a void elf now. It's like it wasn't Illyria, it was Lyri.
yeah, it was Illyria, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And before they're
That's
the
not-
same person.
Oh my god.
What
Lyri and Illyria are the same person.
This is what Illyria was doing between Warcraft 2 and Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't on the on Argus.
It wasn't the 1,000-year war thing. No,
just,
no.
No, just messing around with like a big fat ogre and Booty Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to eat coal.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Eat coal, eat wands, eat Xal'atath.
I thought it was a pretty funny callback.
That was pretty great, no? Lyri gets an artifact weapon. I'm gonna eat the Ashbringer.
Probably would take the little discount trying to that.
I love Lyri's character is all I'm gonna say. Okay. Any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our usual shoutouts?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, dear viewers, truly thank you for watching and listening to us. Even though a lot of like combat happened and NPC interaction, this was a lot of fun, and I'm glad you were here with us. I'd very much like to ask these lovely people to talk a little bit about themselves. And first of all, according to the dice I just rolled in the background, would be the person on whose channel the next episode shall be posted on, Skoll Shorties. Could you please go ahead and talk a little bit about yourself?
Yep. Hey, I'm Skoll Shorties. I played as Buhd, and I do a lot of Warcraft content on my channel. I do lore videos, speculation videos. Sometimes I do machinimas. And sometimes I talk about other video games like Witcher and Halo, but that's still in the pipeline. But yeah, that's what I'd mostly do.
Nice. Thank you, Skoll. Next is Sir Thompshire. Could you please go ahead and talk a little bit about yourself?
Hello. You can find me both on Twitter and YouTube as Sir Thompshire, and I've been mainly making renders and hopefully at some point soon some machinima, but we'll see.
I absolutely adore the render you made, specifically for Aaran and for the big villain guy. I think you did a wonderful job. Sort of above board.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next, according to the dice I rolled, would be Zelris. Could you please go ahead and talk a little bit about yourself?
My name is Zelris. I'm the resident pilk drinker, and I do stuff that isn't drinking pilk. You know, I make machinima that I think some people have seen. I'm not sure, and I also do other stuff, but I don't do that much. That's all there is, really.
Her stuff is lovely and she puts a lot of effort into it. Okay. Thank you, Zelris. And next will be DoomGoblin. Could you please talk a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, hello. I'm DoomGoblin. I played Captain Bladebeard and the Fell Orc lady, Clara,
The Butcher.
And yeah. the Butcher, the Clara the Butcher.
I love and hate that you call her Clara.
Yeah.
Such a banal name.
I know. But yeah, usually I am on Twitter at DoomGoblin. And yeah.
He's been actually this episode will air on the eve of Halloween, if I'm not mistaken, and you,
yeah.
DoomGoblin, have been posting like daily artwork of scary monsters, and it's all real good.
Yeah. I've been doing a daily art challenge.
And they're all real good, and
You should check them out.
you should. And you have a very, how should I say this? You have a mind that could come up with stuff that I would never even dream of.
Thank you.
Yeah. So check him out. Okay? And I was your DM, Game Master Teeironor. I usually do videos focusing on video game lore. I've been doing Elder Scrolls lore lately, when I have the time, which is not often. I should. I probably will have a video on the week this episode will come out on, but no promises. And also sometimes videos focusing on history, as well as this series, and maybe something else that will be coming soon. Who knows? But yeah. Thank you to everyone for watching and listening to us. We shall be back next week on Skoll Shorties channel, where we will continue with the madness and nothing will ever go wrong. No void elves here, etc., etc. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye. We'll see you next week.
Bye.